stand. Wait on a sign above, and I am ready, ready. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game. 'Cause I just live for the game.
All right, what is up? How are we doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday afternoon. We are back at it, Best Bet Live, starting our 2-5 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack game for you here on a Saturday afternoon. My name is Ryan, a.k.a. Big Country, alongside the one, the only, Johnny Pham in the room.
Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back. Well, I'm looking myself back to the stream because
Yeah,
I
it's been a
haven't
while.
commentated in quite a long time, and I missed you guys.
Yeah, you've been gone for a little bit. You had a little trip out to Vegas.
Sure did. Went to go play the series for the first few events and made a little money.
I heard. Congrats.
Got to spend some time with the family. Got to play a little poker.
There you go.
So all in good. It was a good trip.
There we go. Nice to hear. And pretty good flop here as Lee gets 2 pair. And then Johannes here with the flush draw with the spades.
Nice little first time to pick up a flush draw. And kind of a weak ace, so I don't think Lee's feeling too comfortable.
Yeah, definitely not. As soon as he said that, he is throwing his hand into the muck as soon as Johannes there made a bet. So Johannes scooping up the first hand of the day.
Yeah, starting off a little short today, 5-handed currently, but I'm sure we'll fill this game out very fast.
Yeah, 2-5. There's a lot of 2-5 players in the room. A lot of them like to play on the live stream too, so we'll see about getting that going. But yeah, these guys ready to go. And speaking of which, there's Don. Don hopping in. We saw Don last night on our 5-10 game. And Don now coming in to play some 2-5 on the live stream.
And a little shout out to Toby Boaz, bit of a local pro here, and he is at the series, and he's on the final table of the 3K.
Oh, nice. Who was that again? Toby?
Toby.
Nice.
So he is making a deep run. I think when he first started the final table, he was at around 9 bigs, but he's still in it. I think up top is about a little north of 500,000 or 600,000.
Not too shabby.
Oh yeah.
And I know Dustin. Last time it was mentioned, Charlie ran really well in an event out there too. So good to hear some of our locals that's here in our room on a regular basis doing some big things out there in Vegas.
Yeah, everybody's out there. When I was out there, I saw everybody from a lot of people from Best Bet that was playing out there.
Nice.
Yeah, one of our regulars trying to make a dream.
That they are. So what was it you played in again while you were out there?
I played the home warming.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like the opening event. Usually they have like a massive opening event with like a $5 million guarantee. The last time I played it, they called it the Big 50 for the 50th anniversary of the WSOP.
Nice.
So because of COVID, they named this one the housewarming because it's I mean, they had a WSOP, but the last time they had it was in December. Now, no, not in the summer, but in the fall.
Right. Yeah.
Because of COVID, but now they're back in full swing in the summer.
Nice.
I got some limping action with the 6-5 suited. Big Willie with the King 10 suited on the button. Bought a little short today. Bought for 300. He's going to go ahead and limp that hand. Back on Johannes with the mystery hands. Going to make the call. Actually has now Queen Jack.
Yeah, so it's John that has the mystery hand, and that is a 10, a queen, and an ace. Pretty good flop for Pete as he's got the flush draw to those spades.
Yeah, everybody with a piece. So Johannes with the gutter. We got Big Willie with also a gutter and backdoor clubs. But Pete, Pistol Pete, on that spade flush draw.
And Johannes going to go ahead and get out of the way. So now got 3 players. Some of the diamonds hitting the turn.
$125 to go. And
Yeah, Pete.
I don't
goes
think
in.
Big Willie's going to be calling this bet. It's pretty much committing his whole stack.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to call the 125 miss and then not call the rest because, I mean, there's already 272 in the middle. He only has a pair of 10s. So he does have 3 outs, and he is going to give it up.
Yep, so John's going to go ahead and take that one down. As you mentioned, yeah, he would have had to throw in his exact stack, which is kind of what was already in the middle there. So
Yeah, I mean, he's going to make the call and commit more than half of his stack. It's kind of not a good idea because you're going to commit half your stack and then put the rest in.
So you mentioned Big Willie bought in for the minimum. Most of our live stream players, when they do play 2-5, buy close to the max. So Willie kind of taking the different approach, going with the minimum
it's called
buy-in.
the low variance route. So I think in his mind, he wants to be able to buy in multiple times. So if you can expand your buy-in in this game, so you buy in short, totally fine. If you go bust, you can reload back in for another 300. Do that 3 or 4 more times. You can, you know, fade some bad beats, but you can also build a stack as well from it. Actually, on Big Willie now, pocket 8s.
Oh, then there's Lee there with pocket 10s.
And
So
only for a limp, Lee here, definitely going to raise on the button.
yeah, there's some green chips there. It looks like 3 out 55.
Now again, Big Willie's going to face a third of his stack to call this bet. And that's what happens when you do buy in short. Oh, nope, he's going to ship it all in.
Okay.
Rightly so, because you're not just going to call and fold on the flop after putting a third of your stack in the middle. So 8s versus 10s. 10 still lead. No draw for the 8s. Needs an 8. Doesn't get it.
Geez, instead of 10 happened. So Lee going to have the set of 10s on the river.
Bit of overkill, but, you know, that's what happens, you know. You can play short, you know, left a few options, but, however, you can still buy back in.
Yep. Big Willie going back into the weekend wallet.
Want to thank everybody for joining us here at Best Bet Live. Tonight's high hands, I believe, was, what, 400 every 30?
I think it's 300 every 30, but we do have the table share going on for a couple segments for the satellite tonight.
That's right. We do have satellites with $20 rebuys. It's a 160 buy-in, $20 satellite into our 1K 1 day. And this will be held in, what, 2 weeks?
The last weekend of June, so June 25th, that Saturday, is the 1K 1 day event. Which is also followed by the very next day, on Sunday the 26th, the Best Bet 500. So 2 tournaments taking place.
Michael Tyler, if you're running straight to the room, there are 2 seats left available. So, yeah.
Yeah, Michael, just come on through, man. We'll get you in.
And they've just only started about hand number 3 or 4.
Yeah, we're on hand number 4 now. So yeah, we just started up here with this. So. Yep.
I like this bet from Don. He's going to open it up to 25 with 7-4 suited. One of my favorite hands. It's a very, very sneaky hand. I like those suited 3-gappers.
Kind of like a hand that's like hard to pick up, like for people to try to pick up on. All right, so we have a ace, a 6, and a queen.
And Don's going to be betting here. He is going to c-bet because if you're going to open, the guy checks to you. You're only holding 7-4. You got to bet again.
Yep. And easy game for Dodd. Goes ahead and takes it down. Yeah, that's going on tonight with that satellite taking place. Again, trying to get into that 1K 1 day event. We also, by the way, guys, as a heads up, make plans to be here on June 18th. That is our 24K day that we have. $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes, taking place every hour beginning at 10 a.m. and then running until 2 a.m. It's been a very popular promotion. I think we've ran it actually every month, with the exception of when we did our 10-year anniversary celebration. But we've had that promotion once a Saturday every month, and it's been a pretty big one. And then it was confirmed as well that in July we are going to have our Christmas in July that's going to be taking place as well.
Oh yeah, so expect our poker room to be busy, despite the WSOP in full swing. That's around main event time.
Mm-hmm.
But for our local players, we are going to be giving away a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
I think that equates to about 450,000.
And total? Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right in total. But it's all going to start on July 12th and will run until July 23rd.
That's right. 12 days giving away $450,000. Come get some.
Come get some. You know it's a good promotion when you always end it with that.
Yeah. Oh, Big Willie with the pocket queens.
Yeah, Big Willie's going to come get some with those queens.
He got a bit of a stack. Maybe actually bought it for 500 now, so he's going to race to 15. Small sizing for this game. However, nobody really picks up a real hand other than the pocket trays from Pete, which is a 3-bet to 65.
Yeah, he did. Pete,
okay.
It's funny, Pete was on the table last night, and he came in and he said he's got a lot more energy today than what he did last night, so he's feeling good. Maybe we'll see some stuff from Pete. And, there's Jerry. JDP is joined the table now. Interesting. So he left the Big O game that he was on to come play on a live stream now.
I do like this call from Big Willie. Doesn't want to scare him off too fast, and does bring in Lee with the King 10 offsuit. So this pot is ballooning.
Yeah.
4-way action now with 8-5 suited. So I'm kind of questioning now Big Willie not raising there, trying to isolate the field. So now there's a diamond draw. There's another straight draw in the mix. Let's see what happens.
So we got 4 players to the flop, like you said, and there's a 10, a 6, and an 8. So
Action flop. Everybody has a piece. We got a pair of 10s for Lee, pair of 8s for John, another pair for Pete. All right, I think in this spot now with the uncoordinated board, there's spades out there. Big Willie needs to put some money in this pot. I think effectively needs to go all in. Pot's already 352. You have $435 behind. Let's play for stacks.
And there's the call from John.
Oh, yeah, he has to move in now. He can't just call. Big Willie needs to shove his entire stack in there. Does he do it?
Just waiting for the action tracker to get caught up, but I think I heard. There it is.
There
it is the shove, like you mentioned.
There it is.
So now
going to get everybody to fold.
Yeah, Lee taking a little bit of a glance over at Big Willie.
Somebody's going to check raise into 3 other players. Your hand is no good, sir.
Nope, and he knows it. Gets out of the way. John going to do the same. Get rid of his hand. And Pete as well. So there we go.
Right.
As you mentioned, Big Willie gets some chips back there.
Now see, he can short buy it. Now he's up to 1,000. Look at that.
Look at that. Just like that.
Just
worked
like
out
that.
perfect.
Yeah. Don't mind buying for the max. Now he's up.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he's up.
Now he's up. He's got chips to play with. Now he opens his range up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start buying for the min. $100. Let's go. I'm going to run this up.
I mean, that is an art of its own, though, right? To buy in for the minimum and just try to, like, stack up, like, double up what you got.
Some guys don't have, like, $500, $1,500 buy-ins. Some guys have maybe $1,500 and doesn't want to put it all in one shot.
Right.
So you could get a bad beat in the first hour in the game, and then you got to go back to the ATM.
Yeah.
Or go home. Or
Yeah. Not just whatever you end up doing. Unfortunately, at that point, you're not playing poker anymore.
Exactly. Nice and pretty. Still got some hundies combines in the wallet. $1,000 stack. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so Pete is going to be in there with Jack 9 offsuit.
Big Willie in the button. 10 deuce suited. All right. Make the call. Lee in there with the 7-4 diamonds. Like it.
All right, so we got 3 players this time. An 8, a tray, and a deuce.
That's some German stuff you're saying now.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
That was so funny.
No, it wasn't. It's the only reason I'm playing. We drink.
Excellent fun. What's the best city in Germany?
Always. I like Düsseldorf,
Okay,
Cologne.
we got a live straddle. We tend to call them
Those are probably
straddle.
some of the
Bold and then
You like to party and you need to go to Munich during
raised
Oktoberfest.
35 in the one.
Because that is the best party
Oh.
I've ever been to. I've been to some parties. So I think it's a lot of fun. So. But if you don't like the party, it's still good.
Food's unreal. Falls in the four. Falls in the seven. Folds in eight. Three players.
All right, so here we are with next hand here. Pair of sixes and a queen on this flop.
Check a rat. Check four. 50 into seven. Calls and folds. Heads up.
All right, so two pair is going to be good for Johannes here.
Check. Showdown. Sixes, ace, king, 6, 7, and 6. But good.
All right, so Johannes is going to go ahead and take that down. Move on to the next hand.
Yeah, I really like this little zone area though. They have,
Again, do appreciate you guys hanging out and coming through as we have started up our
you can walk through the
live stream. It was a little bit of a late start. We're trying to get the game going. We had a few names on a list. However, we had a few no-shows, so it took us a minute to kind of get things going, but we were able to finally get things going. And the table is starting to fill up a little bit more.
thing where you put your beer on.
Round all, they tend to call.
What's the name for that? What's that? What's the name for the piece of paper you put your beer on, the glass of beer? What's the name?
Toaster. Fold.
Yeah, toaster. That's what I was looking for, yeah.
Fold 4. Fold and 7. Call 8. Option raised to 60.
Yo, Gil, what's up, man? I mean, in our room, I mean, we do have, we still have a few tables going. Like, our room still gets pretty busy and stuff like that and everything. Like, for example, today, I mean, we do have, it is a little bit of a slower day, as you mentioned, because of the WSOP and everything, but we do have our 1K one-day event that's going to be at the end of the month here, too. So there's some people here for that trying to get a ticket into the satellite that we're running today. But we have we have 8 to 2 tables going right now, 5 to 5 tables, a couple to 4 games going, 2 1-2 PLO high games going. So it's still a few games going, not as many as we typically would have on a Saturday, as you mentioned, because of WSOP taking place and everything. But yeah, we still get our fair share, man. Wow, hopefully everything's going well for you. As John here does go runner to get the straight. There's a significant raise from Pete there. Bumped it up to 310. And there's the call from John. And, yeah, John's going to scoop up. John even said it. I got the straight. Unfortunately for Pete, deuces, no bueno. So we'll go on to the next hand.
still waiting for my high hand.
Come on, Brian.
This was like an hour ago.
Come on, you got it? We do have a seat. Don is here. He's dumping today.
Oh, looks like we may fill up seats, so we may have a full table here. So it took us a minute, but we finally could potentially have a full table here.
The guy from last night was good at calls in the fourth. Hey, that guy. Calls in the that guy. That guy. Calls in the eighth. Raised to 30 in the
So Don is going to bump it up to 30 with his king-queen offsuit.
and calls in
And John's going to go ahead and make the call. So we will see a flop heads up. 6-9 tray. So a pair of nines for John.
50 for the one. Call to the wall. Heads up.
Turn card pairs the board with a 6.
Check 8. Check showdown. You got 9 and 6 for the 7.
John, back-to-back hands, going to take it down. After getting the straight to previous one, he's going to take this one down. So, good stuff for John.
And 400 more in seat 9.
Looks like Pete is reloading, adding 400 to his stack.
Which spot? Southwest Florida. Fort Myers. Naples area.
Yeah, nice there.
It is nice.
I like Don. It's famous.
Yeah. What's that? What do you say? I was in a suit today, yeah. Losing money?
No, him.
Yeah, me. I'm doing everything wrong.
Oh, we know. Like you read.
Currently, yeah. Heard. Yeah, 1 and 2. Currently, not always. Calls in the floor. He bought
All right, so Big Willie is going to be in there with Queen 5 suited. And there's a raise from John. Going to bump it up to 35.
Oh, Pistol Pete, pocket tens, 3-bet, make it 80.
It's just crazy.
And Big Willie's going to go ahead and get out of the way.
No reason to get involved. Got the 3-bet, the Queen 5 suited.
John's going to make the call. Has a mystery hand.
probably not.
John, after getting back-to-back hands. Ace-Jack tray.
I check. Check. Check.
Checks all around to the turn. 5 on the turn.
Check in the 9. Check in the 8.
All right, so free turn, now a free river. And it's a 6.
Somebody needs to bet. There it is. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. 25 to 165. Ooh,
Whoa.
stepped in it.
I'll say whatever. John feeling pretty good with what he has, apparently.
No, that was straight weakness. You can't check flop, check turn with the ace, jack, 5 tray, 6, and it goes on what do you improve on. Well, where, you know, you're betting on the 6 and makes 0 sense. So when that happens, you raise.
Just call it out.
No, with whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you have, you just raise. If the story doesn't check out, you know he's full of it.
Well, that's 3 straight hands now for John. And 2 of those hands, he was able to get some value from Pete.
Watch me.
All right, so we got a dealer's change. You got Jacob in the box now. Again, we are slowly but surely filling this table up.
Big Willie with a little under pair. Raise to 15. He likes those $15 bets.
Yeah. He's going to have some people coming along with him. 4 players at a flop.
Some
Fun.
randoms scoping out the table. 1 seat available.
Well, looks like we're going to fill it. There we go. So we do have a full table now. And JDP going to go ahead and get out of the way. Big Willie getting out of the way as well. So we are heads up. Deuce on the turn.
7 deuce good.
It looks like that's a face card. Yep, king on the river. So, yeah, 7 deuce.
Pay me my money. Oh, we're not playing a 7 deuce game? Shame.
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 Shame. And it looks like Don, I guess Don got the previous high hand segment, so.
Oh, there's a high end right off the bat.
Yeah,
Right.
so Don, well, at the previous table that Don was at before he came to the live stream.
I see.
Yeah, so it looks like Don got paid off for that. Good for Don.
An extra 300.
Yeah, some more suntan lotion for him.
Dude, anything I need to get out in the sun. I need a little tan.
Dude,
Although
it's
I am kinda
same.
dark. Yeah?
Yeah, I need to get out. Probably next time I'm off Wednesday, maybe I'll go out and about for a little bit.
All right, back to a full game, full ring.
Yeah, I do have a player now in there. We'll see who this is in just a moment, because I don't recall ever seeing him on the live stream before.
All right, Pete, 7-6 suited, 35 to go. Looks like he's gonna take this one down, uncontested.
Mr. Binko.
Mr. Binkle.
That's what he's going by. Mr. Binko.
Huh.
Lee can't be on that phone if you're into him, my guy.
I think my name on my next live stream game is going to be Sugar Eggplant.
It's a good substitution. It's a good substitution word.
I think we can put emojis in the text.
Oh God, don't let them know that. That'd be giving them too much power. I don't know if we'd be ready for that.
All right, John now with the 6-4 clubs. 45 to call. JDP right behind with ace queen on the button.
And he's gonna bump it up.
Let's go. 3-bet action. 110 to go. Big Willie. 8 deuce in the muck for sure. Lead Jack Trey in the muck. Yeah, JDP's gonna go and squeeze this one out. Although, John, you could feel a little frisky. Yeah, whatever. Let's see a flop.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
John's gonna be like, let's play.
Yeah, let's see a flop.
I mean, John's been running pretty good right
Yeah,
now.
let's
He's
play
been able to
post.
scoop up a few hands.
Play a little post.
Was able to get that get a straight earlier, going runner. An ace, a 4, and a 7. So a pair of aces for JDP.
Yeah, that's a big whiff for John. Can't be calling this down with just a bottom pair.
Right.
All in from JDP. 296 to go.
Looks like he wants to though.
Yeah, I mean, you're only drawn to a 6 for 4. Well, he wants to gamble. Nothing wrong about gambling. Gorilla says, punish the short stacks. He's taking his time. I think he does want to call.
Yeah. He's getting those calling chips put together.
He cut the chips out.
He feels lucky, he says.
Yeah.
How lucky do you feel, though? Do you feel lucky enough to make the call?
I know. He's going to. Oh, he wants to
There it
gamble.
is.
I like
All
it.
right.
Let's go. Liking this table already.
Yep. 7 up, pairs the board. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
That's fine. It's cool.
it'd be like that. He only lost a little bit there.
Yeah.
He still had like, he had like 15, 16 in his stack. So, yeah, that was
There
gambling.
you go, like you said.
I'll be honest, I kind of like John. I kind of like John at the table.
Yeah.
Seems like an action guy.
Yeah, you want that kind of guy at the table calling you off the bottom pair when you got a premium ace. Quick double for JDP.
But since, as well, this ends up being good on a bunch of accounts because now JDP, who we've seen, you know, plays pretty interesting at tables he's in and stuff like that too. Now he's got some chips in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be, seems like there's going to be some splashing around taking place here shortly.
I thought he was right there. He was not.
Don't forget the ice.
All right, we'll shuffle up and deal this next one here.
Yeah, he has a lot of them, doesn't he?
Raise 25 from the
Gil, let me take a quick look real quick. Let me take a quick look. I think that 1025 is actually 2 weeks from now, though. I think that's on the 26th, actually, but or 25th, excuse me. It's on the 25th. There's a few names. There's a few names on the list.
Arnold Palmer. You know what that is? It's lemonade and iced tea. Okay. They call that here. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. That's not what it is. It's honey, Jack honey. Jack has honey.
All right, so I guess pocket deuces are still in the, well, they were, now they got folded.
Was that Big Willie with the bet with the ace high? Okay, this will
Okay.
get through.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like his heart. Under to go. I don't think Don's going to call here. Good raise, though. Could bluff at it. But decides not to.
Yeah. I think Don knows where he wants to pick his spots.
Mm-hmm. Straddle is on, and it's 10 to go. Folds all the way around to Mr. Bojangles.
Play out there too. So you're in the States now, but like when you were out there, you were playing. No.
Back down to Lee.
The action tracker trying to get caught back up here, it looks like.
All right. Big blind versus straddle. Heads up to this pot. Sorry for the delay in graphics. I think you need to get Tim some espresso. He needs to keep up. About a 30 on the call. We're at the turn now. So graphics are still behind. We are at the turn. We got Queen 9 versus King 5. There's the turn.
Yep. So now we're caught up, and yeah, King High still.
Nope. Trip 5s. Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it is. Wow. Excuse me. Yeah. Trip 5s. Yeah.
Bob, that schedule will come out in the next week or two. So again, that promotion usually starts on July 12th all the
Yep.
way to the 23rd. And the hours are usually from 2 to midnight, giving those high hands. So it starts
Yep.
at 1,200, and each consecutive day goes up $100.
Mm-hmm.
So from 1,200 to 13 to 14 to so on.
Yeah, but that official July promotion schedule probably won't be available on the website until as it's more later in the month of June here. So probably a little later in this month is when you'll see the actual July schedule. But as Johnny mentioned, Christmas in July always starts on July 12th.
7-5 suited for Big Willie. Johannes. 6-5 suited. King 10 suited. Okay.
Everyone bringing out their Saturday best with some suits.
Pressure back on Big Willie. It has been raised to 30. It's going to give it up. Johannes is going to look him up.
All right, so heads up.
Oh, no. What is this? Bet a 25 with no pair, no draw. Bottom pair. Gonna give him a call. 9 of diamonds does pick up the diamond draw now.
Yeah, picked up quite a few outs for John there. And John bets out 75.
And this should do it. He's not gonna call down with bottom pair. No redraw.
Nah, none whatsoever. Yeah. Pretty good turn card for John there, and is able to take it down. Again, John running pretty well. I mean, he did give up a little bit to JDP a few hands ago because he wanted to gamble and have a little bit of fun, but for the most part, John's been playing pretty solid today.
Guild, yeah. Do you want to be added to the 5-10 list? Well, oh, you said next Saturday?
That's the 25th is the 10-25 game that he was asking about.
List for the 10-25 on 25. No, you like to be added to the list there, Gil. You'll be on the starting 8. So let us know.
I have Netflix just to have it, I guess, but like I don't watch it.
You watch like one show.
All right, so Big Willie has pocket trays here. John and Pete, both with Jack 10 suited. Eight, 6, ace. I think someone had heart. Yeah, Pete. Flush draw with those hearts.
And he's going to lead into 4 players with that heart draw. I don't think anybody has a hand to really call him down with. Oh, Lee's interested.
As I said, Lee, I guess feeling good at having Queen High.
Nope, he has a pair of 8s.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Pair of 8s. That's right. I don't know why I'm missing pairs. All right, 10 on the turn.
Pete does pair up. Does take the lead. Continues to fire, and I think Lee needs to give up here. Can't beat an ace. Oh, excuse me.
As I say, Lee,
Excuse me.
Lee wanting to gamble.
Doesn't believe Mr. Pete, believing he's on that flush draw. However, he is, but he does have a pair to back it up, which is a little bit better than your 8s.
Mm-hmm. And there's the call from Pete.
And Lee raised to 180. It's a mid-click. 6 of diamonds on the river. Lee needs to make it big for Pete to call here.
210 from Lee. Yep.
Thin value, but gets there.
Yeah, it was enough.
Nice little play from Lee there. Breathing a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, actually worked out.
It was getting a little dicey there, but worked out for him.
It's not just premium, there's another one
Maybe I should let Tim know if he's going to order that espresso. Maybe I should get some too.
Ooh. We need to play that espresso game where we drink an espresso shot every time somebody wins a pot.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. I might have a heart attack by the time that's done.
Yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it. Remember when?
Well, I did drink this Red Bull, so hopefully that kicks in soon.
You could put the espresso in the Red Bull.
Bro, that would be way too much.
I used to do when I used to run the big World Poker Tours. I used to start the day off with taking a sip of Red Bull, taking a 5-hour energy, and then putting it into the Red Bull.
Oh, good Lord. That's, yeah, that should be an instant wake-up call. All right, so Johannes here has pocket 9s, Pete in there, 8-6 offsuit, King 10 offsuit for John. So Pete's going to get a pair of 6s.
He's just going to be a scare card for everybody. Checks through 10 on the turn. John picks up that pair. And he's going to lead out with a bet of 35, 8-6. Ooh.
All right, well.
Ooh, a little splashy, getting a little flatty here.
Turn card is an 8.
That's
So,
2 pair for
yep.
Pete. And 2 to go. John kind of stepped in a little bit. It was good until the river. Can't call it. Can he call it 200? Can he make another gambly call here?
It seems like he wants to every time.
Yeah, I think at this point you're getting a little too gambly.
Yeah.
Playing a little too loosey-goosey. You want to preserve some of that money too.
I mean, I know there is a term, you know, no gamble, no future, but too much gamble.
But the bet's only like half pot, so it's 125 to go, not 200.
Right.
Looks like a value bet. I don't think a 10 in this spot would be good. I think he's just curious to see what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he is going to go ahead and give it up.
A lot of floating going around here with those bottom and mid pairs. They are getting through though.
Was that like? Yeah. I don't.
That's what I was the first thing I thought. That's good.
Yeah. No. We're all friendly here. We're all friendly.
Try to tell him to go.
No, I usually like to have more reds too.
From the 9.
It's scary when I start getting you.
Pete with King 10 suited. Did bump it up to 40.
Whatever you were feeling that didn't feel right was right. I promise. But it wasn't the hand you put me on.
It wasn't 7-9, it was 9-7.
Heads up here. 10-5-4.
A showdown against John and Pete.
Both of them get a pair of 10s, but Pete's got the better kicker.
That's the bet and raise. Oh, no, it's a call. Sorry. Bet a 60 and call. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Doesn't really change much of anything, but they do check it through. Looking for a road card. Looks like a deuce.
Yeah, looks like Pete's going to have the best hand here. With that kicker being in play, being the better kicker for him.
I think he got showdown value, but I think John's going to want to try to steal this pot now. Easy call for Pete.
And with what?
All right.
Chips are definitely being passed around this table, though. It seems like they're just kind of making their way around almost everybody. Because John had a pretty good stack going for him. Now Pete's starting to accumulate a little bit here.
I'm not sure if you know this, but you have black under your raise. Under your blue.
Then of course the saves or the clubs come in. Gotta make it interesting always, right?
5 to go.
John's going to bet out 30. Ace 9 suited, excuse me. And just folds all around, so John's just going to collect the blinds.
You said what? Okay. Yeah. Was your buddy playing last night? Do you have a buddy in town that was playing last night? I don't know.
All right, a little bit of cyber railing for Toby Boaz. Still 9 players at this final table in event number. What does it number event? It's a 3K freeze out. The 2022 World Series of Poker. And Toby still looks kind of short.
Toby's still in it, you said, though?
He's still in it. But he does have end boss at his table, Mr. Alex Foxen. Pocket queens. Good board for queens. John.
No, it looked like Lee bumped it up.
Yeah. Oh,
And
he's
then
calling
John
off?
makes a call. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, John just wants to play.
He wants to go. He needs to go runner. Spades or straights draws. Is that one of them? That is not.
So now John cannot improve at all. He's still making the call, though.
I think he might be looking for a raise at the river here.
And board does pair with the king, so 2 pair for Lee.
Yeah, I think John's going to call this turn. He's got to make a play on his river. I don't see any sense of calling with 10-8 in that spot and not try to make a play here. No, it's not like, oh, no. He used to make it like all in. Oh.
That does get rid of it.
Yeah.
All right, so we are officially an hour into the live stream. We'll go ahead and show you the stats of how things are looking. And as I mentioned, yeah, it's kind of been spread around. JDP actually up the most at the moment. Lee, Big Willie, and Johannes both up. Pete right now the most stuck out of everybody. And then a look at the VPIPs. Pete, John, Big Willie, and Lee all have relatively high VPIPs. Mr. Binkles with the lowest VPIP, but he did join the table, though, probably about 20, 30 minutes ago. So he really hasn't been involved too much with anything. But there's a look at his stats after 1 hour of play on our 2-5 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stat game that we have for you here on a Saturday afternoon, running till about 9:15 tonight. Also, guys, do keep an eye on the YouTube channel. We got a couple more hands of the week that will be posted pretty soon, as well as the May highlight video of some of the more entertaining hands that we had back in the month of May. A couple of those hands, you may see one Pittsburgh Paul in there, who is a stream favorite.
Pocket kings for JDP now. He's gonna
Okay.
go for the limp trap mode. Gonna limp the straddle. Big Willie with queen 9. On the button, call. Johannes 9-4 getting out of the way, and John queen 6 of diamonds. Oh, no raise.
Yeah.
JDP's kind of kicking himself now for not raising.
We got 4 players here. And a set of kings for JDP.
Yeah, but unfortunately, nobody has a hand.
Nope.
Somebody want to bluff? John is working for, I'm sorry, yeah, Big Willie is working on straight draw. Backdoor heart, no go. John might look him up though.
Yeah, I got
Oh, wait, Lee's in there, 10-5.
Yeah, Lee's like, I'm going to play. I got a pair of 10s.
Okay, so JDP is going to get some action on a set of kings here. Very well hidden. He did not raise pre-flop.
And that's kings full of 10s.
No. Okay, I think this play might work
Oh,
out
yeah,
for
as
him
I
for
say,
sure.
but now Lee has trip 10s, and JDP does have the full house.
Yeah, so he's going to bet small here, trying to induce a raise. So bet of 35 to go. Lee, trip 10 is going to bump it up here. Mini raise to 80. I think JDP needs to slow down here and just make the call. Don't need to get too aggro here. Just call. It's okay. You got one more streak of betting. Your hand is very well hidden. If he's betting a 10, great. And rightly does, just makes the call, and let's see these fireworks. These stacks can get in. 300 in the middle already. 6 of hearts on the river. Lee first to act. Great positioning here for JDP. He's going to face a bet of 105.
Yeah.
And I think JDP is going to go ahead and rip it, I think. It's enough to rip. He go for thin value, though, and make it about 350, and he would get the call. And does make a raise, too. Looks like a little bit over 300.
Yeah, looks like a little bit over
325.
300.
So this is getting good value here. I think Lee is going to make the call.
380 from JDP.
Nice sizing there.
So JDP knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of games, plays a lot of different ways, you know.
This could be an easy fold, though. If a player calls you on the turn and then raises you, you're not holding a very good 10 here. Even if he does have a 10, you're still going to be beat at best chopping, but not in this spot here. You're just, what can you really beat? You're only beating dry ace, king. That's about it. Yeah, queen jack does beat you too, but he has better than queen jack.
Yeah, a little better than Queen Jack.
All right, good fold from Lee here. And you know you're going to fold.
He shows a 10. Yep, there's the fold, yep. JDP continuing to run good. Scoops that one down.
I will like them the size a little bit smaller there. Try to get, you know, some more value.
So you think a little, like about 300 or a little over?
I would have gone about 300. I think 400 or 380. He went 380.
Yeah, he went 380.
Yeah, I think I'm, you know, a little bit above a min click would have been nice. That last spot, you want to get some thin value.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try to get any hand that Lee might have to call.
guess if I had to pick the Orlando Magic and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, I want to know what the soup is, Nancy.
I think it was like a sausage jumbo. I think I saw that was on the lunch special for the soup.
A jumbo sausage or like a sausage jambalaya?
Sausage jambalaya, yeah.
Soup of the day, jumbo sausage.
Yeah. Something like that. I'm out of it right now.
All right, Don's gonna be a little active here. Gonna 3-bet to 40 with the queen jack of clubs. John's got king 8 of hearts. Pete with the dry ace. Pete playing a little wide. John playing very wide. Ace, 6 jack.
So a pair of aces for Pete, pair of jacks for Don.
Don's gonna go ahead and lead out with $60 to call. John doesn't want to be in a spot again where he has to float 2 cards.
And there's the call from Pete. Turn is to trade diamonds.
No, I would have called.
I think Don's gonna bet one more time here.
You would have
175 from Don.
you want action. You bet the amount everybody would call. If you had queen jack, that's what you would bet on the flop. You want call.
Well, if you're gonna call a flop with a dry ace and the trade doesn't do anything, you're gonna have to call the turn. So right, he does. Pete's still ahead. Don needs a jack or a queen.
Oh,
It gets there. Gets there.
No, I didn't have a 10. I didn't
But the way the
Youch.
betting has been going on, I think Don here needs to find some thin value. Pot is at 592. You can make it 200, and you got to call maybe. Maybe make it 175 last time. Maybe make it 275 in this river bet here. Oh no, it's going big. It's going real big.
450, yeah, almost double what you were saying.
Yeah, with a dry ace here, you're not beating anything. Up until the river. You were good till the river there, Pete.
Yeah. That river card once again.
I think Pete's the only thing in his hand. The only thing he can beat is a bluff. Oh, looks like he's gonna make the call. No, still thinking about it.
He's definitely taking his time. And he
Oh,
does.
does.
Oh man, Don's gonna get a lot of value. And Pete, yeah, he's kind of running into it right now.
Well, discuss it himself. He was ahead up until the river. He was playing a little too passively.
Which led to Don catching up.
Yeah, got the max value out of it. Playing second pair, quite aggro. Very aggressive. Very aggressive.
He was like injured when he left. I didn't get anything for him. I think Tobias Harris went over there for a little while. So I don't know if he was in part of that, but
I saw the Magic play a few times because Golden State was there. And one time Dallas was there. So
sure.
Is Orlando gonna take the Auburn kid?
Don's gonna pick up the premium king queen.
I haven't watched much college.
Race to 25.
Well, like far and away.
Mr. Binkles pocket 7 is gonna link the pocket pair, and Big Willie is gonna follow it by 7-6 suited. I don't like this fold here. I will
Yeah, he gets out of the way. And then there's Lee. Mystery hand. Get his hand in the box. There we go. Ace-4 suited. Okay.
Spicy ace-4 spades. Gonna come along. Wants to see a flop. Johannes on the 4 tray on the button. Ooh,
Yeah,
John
Lee.
right behind ace-queen.
Lee bumped it up to 60, so he 3-bet it.
Interesting.
Oh, so yeah, John with that, who's been the gambler, has been the guy that's been,
Oh, there's a 4-bet.
whoa, pretty significant 4-bet, too.
145 to go. Excuse me, 140. Don, 4-bet, king, queen. Yeah, I think that might go in the muck.
Yep, Don gets out of the way. Mr. Binkles says, nah, I'm good. And Lee wanting to play. He's going to make the call.
Got lucky. That was a good river. I'm not gonna lie.
So Lee effectively looking for spades.
You know exactly where you're at too, and it's just like
And spades only, unless you can flop trip 4s. Nope, that's a big
Oof.
wifola.
Yeah, nothing doing at all for Lee there.
Nice little pop for John here. Very doubtful Lee's can continue on.
Yeah, I wanted to see the flop, like you said, with those spades, but just nothing happening.
Oh, Don picks up open-ender, though. He had called.
Yeah, if he stayed in it.
But pocket 7s were good.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, pocket 7s were going to be very good at that point.
it would have been because you raised. So
Huh. It's a very big assumption there, Vortex.
Yeah, as I say. And they know something we don't.
Yeah. Well, dead beats at the table, apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say. How you doing, Vortex? Hopefully you're doing well. So, Rob, basically, we run the our 2-5 games on the live stream. The buy-ins are a bit bigger, which is why we call it a deep stack. So, typically our buy-ins on the floor, minimum buy-in is 200, max is 800 for 2-5 games. For our live stream, the minimum buy-in is $300 and the max is $1,500. So, it's a little bit of a steeper buy-in for players to play on the live stream. And Pete here is going to flop trip 8s.
But he's not going to get any action.
Nope.
Oh, well,
Oh, Lee's in there.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I keep getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to look at if Lee is in the hand or if John's in the hand still.
Yeah, I need to.
Mm-hmm.
No pair, no draw. It's okay. I float.
Mm-hmm.
7 of hearts on turn.
Yeah, that is essentially going to secure the hand for Pete. Lee drawing dead cannot improve at all.
button is good.
Grinding Stack says, how is the action at Best Bet? Well, if you want to know what kind of action we have at Best Bet, go to our website. And on our website tab, I think you can go ahead and link that for us, their country.
Yeah.
On the and the active tables link, you can see all the cash games we have here at both Best Bet Jacks and Best Bet Orange Park.
Absolutely. There they are actually right there, the link right there for you grinding stacks. But I can also tell you as well, we have 9 2-2 games going right now. 5 2-5 no limit hold'em games going right now. 2 2-4 limits, 1 1-3-7 card stud. We have a big O game going as well. 2 1-2 PLO high tables going at the moment, and also our Best Bet live stream that you are watching here. So we still have some pretty solid action to say the least here on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, there you go. You want to play some limit poker? You want to play some Omaha? Some no Texas Hold'em? We got them all for you. All shapes, all sizes.
And even our pit games have been getting busy too, especially with the new additions that's been happening with those games now. Grinding stacks for the 510, we just have a min, so it's $500 minimum for our 510 no limit hold'em, no max on our 510 games.
Yeah, if you watched our stream last night, there's some big stacks out there, $30,000, $40,000 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Big Willie with the yield ace king suited, facing a 3-bet. He needs to make it big. Can't just flat. Going against 4 other players. You want to take it down right now. You don't want to see a flop with that hand. Let's go. All right, does he make it big enough? 300. That's definitely big enough. Johannes is going to mug his 10s, which was like premium he had to call with, but not for 300.
It's pretty significant.
Oh, John, what are you doing now? Looking to set mine and sting the old Big Willie here. Yeah, Big Willie put a third of a stack in there, so initially intends to get it in, no matter what happens.
And Big Willie's been kind of interesting to kind of like where he picks his spots and everything.
Uh-oh. Pete, what? He's going to call off the King 9 suited? Okay. The worser of all the hands does give Mr. Big Willie action. 6-8 in the muck.
And Mr. Binkles, no thank you.
Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here on the flop. Big Willie
Oh,
could get
man.
stung somehow. I don't know. Nope, not that flop.
Not at all. So both of them do get a pair of kings. Pete, though, does have a flush draw with those spades.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, Big Willie could get stung here, and the stacks might get in the middle here. Pair and flush draw. No way he's folding. Zero chance he's folding. Big Willie, there's no chance he's folding, too. I think we're going to get the stacks in here. So, we're going to look at a $2,300 pot. All in and call.
Woo! All right, going all in and
Snap call.
snap call. Queen on the turn.
Oh, Big Willie gets
man.
it.
Big Willie able to dodge it all. Man,
Action flop. Check that out.
man, Pete just continuously running into walls. After a very strong flop for him, just could not catch a spade or anything. And remember, with Big Willie, he bought in for the minimum and then rebought back in. And now he's up significantly.
There you go. So the old min buy-in does work out for Mr. Big Willie. Only in for 2 buy-ins. In for actually, what, 800? He bought
It
in
was
for
like
3.
700, 800 somewhere.
Yeah,
in
I
there,
think he bought in for 300 initially, got felted, and then he bought in for 5. Now his stack's up to 1957.
Not too shabby for Big Willie.
Yeah, kind of awful for Pete there. He's been kind of getting worked.
Yeah, he's just, it's been rough for him.
Yeah, Don worked him with that 2 pair. Him calling off light with that ace-5. Now hits top pair. Flush draw doesn't get there. Another full double up for Mr. Big Willie. And now he's going to top off the stack back to 1500.
Florida Casino, the 24K day that's next Saturday will be starting at 10 a.m. and will run until 2 a.m. And again, that's next Saturday, the 18th. $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes. That is going to be taking place next Saturday, every hour beginning at 10 a.m., running until 2 a.m. Yeah, Rob, they could rebuy. They could rebuy anytime at the table. They could even top off if they want to as well.
No, he's asking how much can they buy in for. If you're talking about this game specifically, the max buy-in is for 15.
Right,
So they
yep.
can top off to 15 max.
Right, exactly.
In the 5-10 game, yeah, man, you want to rebuy to whatever. Sky's the limit.
Yep, because there is no cap on the 5-10 game. Pair of kings and a 5 here.
Got below hands for both players, both playing the board. But this $50 bet is going to get through.
Yeah, poor Pete. He's getting kind of beat up a little bit.
Yeah, that float with the ace-5 was questionable, although he was ahead. But after a race pre, you got to figure, dry ace is a tough hand to call all 3 streaks with.
Yeah, Pete taking a little bit of a walk, right? So.
Looks like Florida Casino Grinder is going to play on the live stream here.
Very nice. Yeah, next Saturday's live stream is going to be a 2-2 no limit hold'em game for next Saturday. I do know next Friday night we have that Guns N' Hoses charity event that's going to be taking place that we are going to live stream that charity tournament.
That's a very fun tournament. So our Guns N' Hoses charity event is a charity event that's run by our JSO and the fire department. So it initially starts as a boxing match against again the GSO and the firefighters, and then followed after the boxing match is a little small charity event, playing some no limit hold'em with rebuys.
Nice 10 on the turn here. Pair of 9s are still good for John.
No, that is a straight, sir.
It is a straight. I'm more or less testing you now. I'm kidding.
Did I pass?
With flying colors.
Thank you. It's okay. I used to be really bad at it too. I'd be like, yeah, he's got 2 pair. No, he has a full house. Like, whoa. Oh.
Yeah. It's just today, I'm just seeing the first thing I'm seeing, and then it's just like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take a second here.
One really fun thing I used
Just
to do.
one of those days.
One really fun thing I used to do. I used to do the announcing for our WPT final tables at the table on television. So that was kind of cool.
Okay. Oh, boy, look at
Yeah.
this. Yeah, here they are again.
Club Wundersex.
I swear, with how I'm going to be, I'm accidentally going to mod one of these bots one day.
Spam the spam? Okay.
Yeah. How much is the charity event?
That'll teach you, bot.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much the buy-ins are for the charity tournament. Do you know, Johnny?
I think they're either, it changes sometimes depending how big the event is. Sometimes it's $20 for the rebuys, sometimes it's 60. Sometimes they don't do rebuys. I think the entry is 200. 100 or 200? I can get those details for you though. Let's find out.
Meanwhile, what we got back at the table here, Mr. Binkles has pocket queens and did 3-bet it to 130. Pete's going to make the call with king 9 suited. So we are going to be heads up to the flop here.
Whenever in doubt, play the dealer. Heads up.
Oh, set of queen. Man, it's just, boy, Pete just cannot catch a break. Set of queens for Mr. Binkles. Although Pete does have a draw to a straight, could get a jack.
Hey, go ahead and run this link in there for who was asking.
Oh, Florida Casino.
Yeah, go ahead and put that in the YouTube chat. So type in guns n, so guns n, the letter n, so
Right.
guns and hoses jacks.com.
All right.
There you go. It gives you all the information about the event. You can buy tickets to watch the boxing match.
Actually, let me redo that.
Looks like last year in 2021, the winner of the charity event won $3,000 and a BBO poker table. Nice, dude.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, and look at that. You can win also a belt.
Ooh.
You want to buy the button?
Give to me.
So John's going to bump it up to 25. Pete's going to go ahead and make the call.
All right, so this event starts Friday, June 17th. You can pre-register at the gunsandhosesjacks.com website. The event begins at 6:30. The buy-in is $100 with a $50 rebuy.
Okay. All right, so Lee is going to bump it up to 70 with his ace queen offsuit. Looks like John and Pete have all made the call.
Wow.
Actually, back to Big Willie with his pocket fives.
Good spot to set mine, if any. Not a good hand to 4-bet. I don't like that fold.
He's gonna
On
get
the
rid of
button,
it.
too, you got position. You can set mine against 3 of the most aggro players on the table.
Deuce at 8 and a queen, so a pair of queens for Lee.
So I guess a good fold from Mr. Big Willie there. So top pair, top kicker for Mr. Lee, bottom pair for John, and Pete has a gut shot straight draw, and he wants to get it. He wants it. I know he does. He's stuck.
Yeah. Right now Pete kind of in chase mode at the moment, but yep, there it is, the call there.
Chasing 4 outs.
9 on the turn.
Does pick out a couple more outs. 9 or a 10 will help him out tremendously here. So Jack, 9 or 10. But this bet of what? 275? Yeah, that's a bit.
275.
375.
375. Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, this will get all those draws out.
John's out there, and there's the fold from Pete. Yep. So Lee's gonna go ahead and take that down.
I was thinking that. I was like, every time I've gone and smoked a cigarette, literally the first hand back has been like that.
I was like, man, you ain't watched the stream, so I bluffed him last night. That's what happened.
I said Jacob back in the box. Yeah, and reminder, we do have another live stream scheduled for tomorrow. We do have some 5-10 PLO scheduled. We do have some open seats available as well for that game. So if you're interested in playing in our 5-10 PLO live stream tomorrow, just let us know. We'll get you on the list for it.
Mr. Binkles needs to play a hand.
Yeah.
He does.
He'll play this one with the 9-7 suited that he had.
9-7 of hearts, raised to 50.
Yep. Lee in there with King Jack offsuit. So we are going to see a flop. There's a face card there on that flop too. We'll see what that is momentarily. And Mr. Binkles has already led out.
Wow. Top pair for Lee. Bad timing for Mr. Binkles to try to play an awkward hand here. Out of position. Does pick up a 7.
And checks all around. And yep, pair of kings. Going to be good for Lee. Well, he said Mr. Binkles needed to play a hand. He tried to there.
Yeah, but that hand's a little quite questionable. And 50 sizing? Ugh. I think he was getting a little frustrated that he wasn't playing any hands. He just chose a
Yeah, chose that one, the one he wanted to go ahead and try.
very awkward spot. Mr. Big Willie, the big winner in the game, Queen 4 off, gonna limp the 5.
Yeah, he's definitely like to either limp or just bump it up a small amount above the 15 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a very passive player. Johannes. King 6 of hearts.
There is a king on the flop there. Looks like Action Tracker's trying to get got back up.
I gotta ask everybody to say, who's got these headphones? And for the life of me, I cannot get these shits to compare with my fucking the beats. I used to have those. I bought these.
You did a YouTube.
Nice, on to the next hand.
I looked at it and
Can't figure it out still.
it searched it like numerous times. I finally found it. I had it hooked up like 15 minutes. And then it disconnected and I have not been able to hook it back.
You have another product that's hooked up with the same.
Delete your old one. Delete your old one.
Delete anything else. And do you have the app too, the Bose app?
No, this is a beat.
If you have anything else that's connected, it'll take it off.
Yeah, I think
So Jack Deuce offsuit for Big Willie.
might overpower it. Meaning like, so say if you have those next to those,
Gets out of the way.
overtake that too often.
You gotta forget have the other devices be forgotten. 25 can be.
All right, so looks like John is going to go ahead and throw out a bet with Queen 9 offsuit. Look like Pete's already made the call. So we're heads up once again with Pete and John. 10-5-7. Ace on the turn. Okay, so for once, board kind of runs good for Pete here, but he's going to stay in it.
Pete does have the check mark.
He
Cannot
does.
lose.
Cannot lose. Yeah, John cannot improve, but
I mean, he can lose if he folds this bet here.
yeah.
So he
because-
does check the ace, and now there's a bet of 100 with a paired board, and I think Pete needs to make a call here. I think he's ew.
Oh man.
No.
Man.
John definitely outplaying Pete.
I wonder though if that's just a reaction to like how bad Pete's been running because of the he's kind of ran into a wall a few times.
Not
so.
necessarily. I mean, he puts himself in some weird, awkward spots. So him not betting the turn there when the ace comes definitely hurt him a lot.
Yeah.
So with him not betting the turn, gives the green light for John to bet, and he's going to exploit it every time he sees any weakness from Pete. So that's pretty much how he is playing. So it's a tough call to be calling a dry ace with a paired board after he gets checked through or gets floated.
Is this well, I think this is also the second time that John kind of looked him up like that too, right? Didn't John call him out earlier that way too?
Yeah.
Because like you said, mentioning sensing kind of like.
No, he's just outplaying the player, not his cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Binkles going to limp the 8, 7 of diamonds, 10, 9, ace jack, queen 7, king, queen, 5-way action to his flop, 100 in the middle.
5 tray 8. So a pair of 8s for Mr. Binkles.
So many bets here. I like Mr. Binkles to raise. Check raise in this spot will definitely be a good play.
Well, John does bet at the 50. Mr. Binkles going to go ahead and call.
No, Mr. Binkles needs to raise. I think you effectively don't want to see any more cards if you're holding top pair with a very marginal kicker on an uncoordinated board.
Well, yeah, our heads up to the turn. John looking for a queen. That's an ace.
So can't show down with queen 7. Still got to bet it.
And 105 from John.
Yeah, Mr. Binkles is probably going to give up here. No, no.
Oh, he's gonna make the
no.
call.
He's going to commit himself to another bet. John needs to make it big here on the river to even try to be able to get this hand. And 8-7-2 pair. Mr. Binkles never going away. So checks. John is going. He's either going to give up, which he does.
Yeah, this goes in and checks it back. So
Yeah, rightly so, because Mr. Binkles was calling anything. Mr. Binkles should actually have led there. You're only being beat by 6-4, 6-9, and any ace-2 pair. So.
Grab the radio.
Tell him to hold.
Just say hold up the JDP.
No, I want to go look at the table. Are you on the table? Yeah, hold up.
there might be a possibility. I think JDP is maybe going to go to another PLO table. That's what it sound like he was asking for.
Yeah, JDP is more of a 8 or better Omaha player. Likes to play the PLO, the Big O.
Mm-hmm. He likes to have a lot of cards in his hand. Oh, okay, well, if you're going to try to make it up here, definitely we'll look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, stop by and say hi. Sure, we'll be here this weekend. We're all here actually this weekend.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, unfortunately, we all work weekends.
That we do.
Check for.
So it sounds like JDP is probably going to play his button, and then after that he's going to make his exit.
Looks like there are 6 players left in the 3K at the WSOP with our hometown hero, Toby Boaz. Again, 6 players left. Looks like he has some chips now, and again, he is guaranteed, looks like $98,000. Up top, first place for this event was $558,000.
Oh, nice. So Toby's still in it.
And Toby's still in it.
Nice. Hanging around. I'd like to see that.
Search for best bet live, and that's like be the first one that comes up with live. Yes, sir. Johannes, I'll push that back to you. He's nothing right now.
Appreciate it a lot. Say $5 essentially.
We'll get a second with the big one. From the 7, from the 8. Corner, from the 9. From the 1. From the 2. One more hand. Come on, Jacob.
All right, Pistol Pete, ace deuce suited, gonna raise to 25.
There's that reaction. GG there. D there.
Gets no action.
Jimmy there.
But looking like my 6 and 7 are both gone.
All right, Pete with ace jack, gonna make the call. Don queen 6 suited into the muck. JDP picks up king 9 of hearts.
Call 2. Call 3. Happy go.
All right, King 10-4 GDP is going to flop the King High flush.
Check 4, 8, 9.
Nobody with the Ace of Hearts, so GDP is going to play this slow. Fourth heart does come on the board. Big Willie looking to want to take a small stab at it to 15 now. Jerry with the call. River card, an 8 of diamonds changes nothing. Big Willie looking to, I guess, try to put another stab in there.
I was going for the straight flush.
Yeah, so was I.
Thank you, I appreciate you. 7 bucks. Alright, so it's 1 blank, you have it. 7's back, he's buying it, and then we're gonna rattle him.
What time is the Belmont Stakes? What time is the Belmont Stakes?
I have no idea, I'll be dead honest. You know what time the Belmont Stakes is?
That's for me, that's mine.
Yeah, that should.
Come on, Tom. I always get confused. Now, if this guy said that, I understand. What? Oh, that is understandable.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Machine doesn't work. Damn.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Let's call. Straddle and a call. Raise it up 35 from the 1. Fold from the 2, fold from the 3, fold from the 4. Fold from the 7. Raise to 135.
Oh, you live in the same. You live in the same city as Big Tank. You gonna bring Big Tank down? Shouts to Big Tank. Big Tank is a stream favorite and also a chat favorite. Comes in from time to time.
This is the people stream.
It is that indeed, and good flop for John as he does have a flush draw, as well as having a pair of aces.
Don's got the old gut shot straight draw. He's got only 2 of those.
Half flop benefiting everybody that's in the hand here, both John and Don.
Don's drawn pretty thin here.
Yeah.
Needs a miracle card to even get anywhere, and it cannot be a heart.
And that is not it. And John just going to go ahead and shove what he has left, the 865, and a quick fold from Don. So John's going to go ahead and scoop up. It looks like we're getting a new player in as soon as Jerry made his exit to go play some PLO. He is quickly replaced. We'll have a new player in that 2 seat, so we'll be back to having a full table. Jorge, what's up? Good to see you in Guatemala.
Guatemala.
We'll try running something else. And then if that doesn't... Pete, you want the big
I
blind?
bet too much, sir. I had a monster. I should have bet some. I really.
You had a monster?
Yeah, I really did.
I had the opposite. I had the opposite of a monster.
Oh really? I had
So
ace jack.
we'll try the 5-10. If that doesn't go, they'll try
Ace,
something
10,
else.
7,
They'll look at the list to see what other games might be
At
able
least
to
that's what I
run.
consider.
I had a pretty loose. Yeah, I had a pretty loose.
Then kind of from there, just
Ace
it's
jack
20
hearts.
bucks from
Ace
ace
two hearts.
fold.
Yeah, that's
So
fucking pretty big.
That's Shrek right there, buddy. I was like, let me get called by ace 10, I guess. Like, if you got ace 10.
Way worse.
Yeah. Oh, you got jack 8? Eight? Yeah. Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have shit, dude.
No.
Alright, I got 3.
I had a gutter.
Check. Your shot. He's still calling. Michael, you want the big blind? Yeah. How much you coming in for?
Probably 1,000.
1,000. You got it?
It's mine.
Yeah. I just threw a little too far.
It's alright. I'm just making sure I'm not taking anyone else's.
Fold from the 3. Call from the 4. Let's raise it up to 25.
So we are on the next hand here.
Re-raise, looking at $80 from the 8. Fold from
Looks
the
like
1.
John has already bumped it up to 80. As we're waiting for the action to get to him. Queen 9 suited for John after raising it to 80.
Yeah. Fold 4. And call from 7.
Looks like our heads up with John and Johannes. Johannes with the better kicker. Queen on the flop for both players. 6 on the turn, 10 on the river.
Check. And check. Flip and show what we got.
Yeah, well, Johannes will take it with the better kicker.
He gets 50 owes you $5. Thank you. Thank you.
And there is our new player there in the 2-seat. Getting ready to hop in and get involved in this game. Big Tex, good to see you there in the YouTube chat. Hopefully you are doing well.
That's 5 he owes you. We're good there. Lee, you want to come in for 7 or you want to wait? How you want to do it? You cannot straddle. Straddle's right here. Straddle next angle. So 6 is still out, 9's back in.
Maybe go smoking.
Yeah. You might be getting good here.
Okay, that'll be 5 to go.
Sure, red.
Fold from the 4. Fold 7. Fold 8. Check from the 9. Fold from the 1. Fold 2. Check. Alright, I got 3 players.
Texting while I'm watching you on TV.
All right, so we got 3 players to flop here. Deuce, Jack 10, pair of jacks for Mr. Binkles.
15-minute delay, probably you.
And the red. So 15 from the 3. Fold from the 9.
And our new player, Michael T. All right, he's going to make the call. Did get a pair of 4s on the turn.
Out hands gonna play out.
Jack on the river, so trip jacks for Mr. Binkles.
Hey, I bet you on this next flop, it's going to come Queen 8-3. That's how good I am at poker, sweetheart. I can predict flops.
Apparently, we're going to have a Queen A3 flop.
That's the prediction we hear from Lee there.
Sydney Charlotte line? Yeah. I'll say that next line, but I'm gonna get that. Alright, then we got a straddle. 10 to go, everybody. Fold from the 7. $40 from the 8, fold from the 9.
John's going to raise the 40 with the Jack tray of spades.
1, 2, 3.
Not going to get any action. Excuse me. Lee's in there. King 8
Just
suited.
when you think
It's always with Lee.
Yeah.
Every time I think they're going to fold, then Lee considers like, wait a minute.
Lee's like, hold my beer. I will find a way to get in this hand. Board does pair with a 9, but it's also going to give John a flush draw.
Raise Daisy from John. Gets it down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. A reminder: we are going until 9:30 tonight, right?
9:15 ish. Yeah.
9:15.
Yep. Yes.
I heard he made final table. What? I said I heard he made the final table. He is in fourth.
Yeah, and it's now table kind of talking about Toby's run that he's having out in Vegas right now. Still in it. Still in the final table.
Looks like Toby did get a double through Wiseman.
Ooh.
He is now sitting on 2.7 million chips.
Okay. And you said he had a small stack at one point on that final table, right?
He started the final table with about 9 big blinds.
Okay. Wow. Sounds like Toby's been making some plays then.
Oh yeah. I think Toby's approaching well over 2 million on his Hendon mob. Actually, he's approaching 1 million. Well, after this cash, he's definitely gonna be north of $1 million. Current live earnings for Toby Boaz, 976,000. His last big cash, he actually took first place in our 6 max of our Winter Open here this year for 34,000. His biggest cash. Toby has a lot of stats.
I know, and now he's in fourth. Definitely doubled up.
So we got queen on the turn here. Mr. Binkles still in the lead with his pocket 7s. And pocket 7s are going to be good for Mr. Binkles.
Not if John has anything to do with it.
I was say John does like to bet though, so John's gonna
bet pot. And
yeah.
There's no way Mr. Binkles can call.
Oh, he does call. He does call.
Oh, my read is so off these days. Look at that. Got John bluffing there. Caught him bluffing, and Mr. Binkles is finally going to get a sizable pot.
So Mr. Binkles said, hold my beer.
So when the tightest player on the table hero calls you, I think you need to kind of tone down your aggression just a little bit because you're wide open and you're being read. So after that hand, John, I think you need to adjust your play just a little bit. Although it's very entertaining seeing you as aggro as you are, but when that happens,
some adjustments may need made.
Yeah.
All right, so now see Pete raising up to 30 with Queen Jack suited. Big Willie gonna throw his hand in the muck. Lee in there, ace 4 suited. He's actually gonna raise it. 3 bets it to 80 does Lee. So 3 players. 9-5-6.
9-5-6. That's no pair, no draw for anybody.
Nah, kind of, yeah, no, nothing for anybody there.
There goes John with his usual antics. No pair, no draw. Going to call off 8-Jack-10.
I think Lee made the call.
Ooh. Does spike it, Jack. Lee is not going to slow down.
No.
I think you're going to see a raise here from John. Bit of a coordinated board now with those hearts out there. 70 is out there. Yep, it's going to shut it down.
There's a shove. Lee thinking about it.
Nah. Literally has ace high with no draw. This is an auto fold. Although I have been wrong. He could call off with ace high.
There's the fold. I mean, to be honest, we don't know. Lee's kind of a wild card.
Yeah.
I think Lee's one of those. Do I feel like playing this? Nah, not today.
Well, you really feel like you're dunking off 400? Johnny did say that he was going to fold, but I think I'm just going to call off here. All right, let's see some stats, guys. This is after 2 hours of play.
Let's go ahead and show them. And yeah, right now your big winner is Big Willie. Up 935. Lee is up 722. Don, Johannes, and Mr. Binkles all up as well. And yeah, poor Pete, man. He is just brick wall after brick wall for Pete.
Yeah, it's down 2 buy-ins already. 66 VPIP and stuck 2,600.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, we're going to lose John. Apparently, he's going to call it a day, saying, I'm playing like doo-doo. I'm going to go home.
Yep. So.
Always a good adjustment. If you're not playing very well,
just go ahead and call it a day. Pack it up.
Call it a day, yep. If you're playing your cards face up, there's no reason to continue on if you're stuck. I think the ash is going to die down quite a bit now that we lost John.
Yeah, John, who's probably the more aggressive player for sure at the table. Kind of does have that feeling. All right, so checks on the turn. 9 hits turn. It's going to give Lee a pair of 9s. Board pairs at the 10, so Lee is going to go ahead and have the best hand here. Throws out a bet, and yep. Lee going to go ahead and take it down.
Not that often now. I mean, the most I've seen, I think, is actually no. There was one time it was 3 high hands in one night. But other than that, if there is, it's 1.
Noah, good to see you in the YouTube chat. Saying hello from Jersey.
Josie.
Hopefully you are doing well on this Saturday evening. Again, we are 2 hours into our live stream now. Planning on trying to take this till 9:15. And then for tomorrow, we are scheduled to run some 5-10 PLO. We do have some seats available for that 5-10 PLO game tomorrow afternoon. If you guys are interested in playing, just let us know. We'll get you on the list for that.
Oh, Mr. Binkles checked the flop. I don't like it.
Jack on the turn.
Depends. Average open for a 2-5 game is usually 20 to 30. Depending on how aggro the game is, you can take it up to like, 40, 50. I've seen it. If it's a little more tight, 15 per your average open. Kind of hidden.
Basically more based on like how the table itself is playing.
You also want to take in consideration of how many limpers are in the pot as well. Usually you have more limpers, the more you're going to raise.
Raise 25 and a 7 fold. Fold in the 1. Fold in the 2.
All right, Queen Jack versus King Jack. Johannes has been pipped by 1.
So we are heads up. An ace and a pair of 8s. You're going to go ahead and make the call. After Johannes bet. So Trey on the turn.
Looks like Lee's going to take this away from Johannes. Unless Johannes raises, but there's no real reason to raise. What are you saying? This raise here, if he does raise, makes almost no sense, but at the same time, Lee has absolutely nothing either.
Right.
Maybe he's picking up a tell here since Lee did check flop and turn, so I can't put him on an ace or an 8. So maybe Johannes would like to raise here and just take it down, because if he's not going to put him on an ace or 8, then and this is a good play.
Yeah, he is going to go ahead and raise it up.
All right, good read from Johannes here. Lee, Story's not checking out.
Queen Jack. And you can look at it in 15 minutes.
Again, a reminder, guys, next Saturday we do have our 24K day that's going to be taking place here in the room. Beginning at 10 a.m., we'll have $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes. It's going to be taking place every hour beginning at 2 a.m. and running until 2 a.m. Let me re-say that. Starting at 10 a.m., running until 2 a.m. is that promotion. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a very popular promotion. We have ran that promotion every month with the exception of March because we had our 10-year anniversary during that time. But, yes, a lot of people come through. A lot of people come play. It's a lot of cool promotions, a lot of fun to be had. Again, that will be taking place next Saturday, our 24K day. And then we also do have our 1K one-day tournament that is at the end of the month on Saturday, June 25th. Followed by the Best Bet 500 on Sunday, the 26th.
Didn't we have a weird promotion calling the best of the best of the best or something like that?
That was last Saturday.
That was last Saturday?
That was last Saturday, yeah. That was last Saturday, yeah. That promotion was whoever had the highest high hand in a 4-hour span was going to get an additional $5,000 on top of what we had with our high hand promotion, which was $400 every 30 minutes. To my understanding, though, I think our Orange Park location had 2 of those. That was a shared promotion between our location and the Orange Park location. So right now, Michael has the best hand with ace high.
Nah, Pete hasn't.
But Pete is going to go ahead and throw out a bet.
Yeah, this bluff should get through. I haven't been proven wrong, though. Unlucky for a hero call with ace high.
Yep, that's going to be enough. Pete is going to go ahead and take it down after making the bet.
So it is possible on this stream for me to win a hand. I just wanted everybody to know that. It took a couple hours, but we're here.
Hey, you got to scoop something. This could be the start of something beautiful here, Pete. You never know.
Yeah.
Granted, you do have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, I mean, getting punished for 3K is a little daunting 2 hours in the stream.
And the table itself has been a relatively passive table now.
Yeah, after John leaving, it's a very, very passive table. Yeah, Don's playing pretty tight also. The only person that really has the aggression factor is Lee, but he is away from
he's taking a walk. Now, so there's a couple diamonds there, so flush draws for Pete and Michael T.
Ooh. If diamond hits here and he gets it in, I think he should just quit.
Oh yeah, yeah, it might be.
Poor Pete.
That might be a sign of like pack it up.
Oh, I know. I think it's gonna happen.
Why do I have the feeling as well? Why do I have a feeling Tim is going to throw a diamond on here?
After that speech also?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh.
So that was close. It's a red card. Wow.
Oh. Both players miss.
Yeah, but Pete did get a pair of deuces on that turn card. So he does bet out 15. And once again, it's him and Michael.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Michael coming out with a raise. Now 100 to go. And that's a
yeah. Well, so much for that.
You kill a loss. So much more, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Pete is probably going to yeah, if that diamond did come, though, yeah, that was going to be some max pain.
He's watching the stream.
He's watching us.
Go check his notes. When we do get somebody, I'm going to move over here.
So it sounded like Pete said that as soon as if there's a player coming, he's going to move over seats. Try to get out of that 9 seat. Honestly, our past few streams that we had, whoever sat in a 9 seat would run really, really bad. 9 seat's been really, really, really bad for players on our past few live streams that we had.
Say it louder for me.
What did you say?
That the two players on the list, they didn't want to come here because Don's here.
And they were in the starting lineup? They were in the starting lineup? Or they were just in the waiting?
No, they just walked over. That's all.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Oh, he's joking.
He's talking shit.
They know he's got Don's like that calls in the floor.
He likes to talk shit on me.
Check. Just say, oh, Don has muscles. I'm not playing at this table.
Brain muscles, brain muscles.
So a 10, a queen, and an ace here.
Check 4.
King high. Looks like it's still in the lead. Tray on a turn, so now Michael does get a pair of trays. And then 7 on the river, which gives Willie the best hand.
Hey, I can win one too.
You won like a bunch of it. You won like a all in.
Somewhat.
Come on. Yeah, you're up.
Don's very observant.
He is a very observant player.
There was 2 on the list, but they actually did say no. For whatever reason.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find a way to fill the seat here, but we did have a couple names on the list, but apparently they were called and they declined, so.
Yeah, you could always change this game to a 5-10.
Fold 1, fold 2, fold 3.
Chop or play?
Whatever you want.
Chop.
Okay. Chop that.
Oh, they're back.
Call 4. Fold 7. Fold 9. Heads up. Check 1. Check right. Check 1. 15 with 4 and 12.
That's why you want that's good. That's why you want to pull the king 4 off.
At least a bunch of kings and fours came out this.
That's why you don't pull the king 4 off. It's always a winner.
Ten up.
You guys run twice in the 2-5?
Not 2-5, no, on a time type game, like a 5-10 or higher.
Let's kick it up then. 5-10. Fire it up. First, should get some more seats there.
Yep.
Should get some more players that want to play some 5-10 action. It was a pretty good game last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty solid. It's pretty all right. Can't complain.
All the pros are out in Vegas right now, so
Yeah.
the lineup would be juicy.
Mm-hmm.
How about a couple of rounds of straddles, guys? Look at the action going here.
No, yes, any full house as long as 2 of the cards play in your hand.
Oh, Russ is here. Maybe he'll play some 5-10.
Minimum though, man. What a run. I want a Foxen and Toby heads up. I was saying that on day 3.
Fold in the 4. Fold 7. Fold 9. Raise 25 in the 1. High button is good.
So Pete's going to bump it up to 30 with ace-jack off suit. Don's going to be in there with 9-7 off suit. And then there is Big Willie. Looks like he's making a call with Jack-10 suited. So we got 3 players at flop. 5 Queen 7. A pair of 7s for Don. Don's going to go ahead and make the call. So now we are heads up to the turn after Big Willie got out of the way. Well, now trip 7s for Don. Pete cannot improve at all.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky Don.
Yeah, just going to go ahead and check it. Ace on the river. Ooh.
Perfect card for Don.
That is indeed, because now Pete caught up.
Yeah, and Don's hand's completely hidden. I think Pete's going to put him on a flush draw because he checked the turn. Never going to put him on a 7. Yeah, if Don raises here, it looks completely bluffy, so I think Pete's going to pay him off. So I think Don might make it 450. No, 550. Between 450 and 550. No, bigger.
600 from Don.
Yeah, it looks really bluffy here. I don't think Pete's going to be able to get away from this. He played it absolutely perfect here in Don. I mean, he checked the turn. Very looks like a diamond draw. There aren't any straight draws out there either, so ace-jack is looking really, really pretty. I mean, the only hand here that you can really put him on the way the action went would be fives full or queens full. Any ace he's chopping, he's only losing the ace king, which I don't think with the action would put him on that hand either. So $30 $30 pre-flop. Yeah, looks like a very bluffy move here from Don, seeing how the action went. But can Pete get away from it? He might give up after making this call, however.
Yeah.
This will send him to being Stucksville for $4,000.
Yeah, it's going to be a brutal time for Pete if he does make this call.
Yeah, ace queen makes sense also.
Yeah, ace queen does make sense. Now he looks over at Don with a little bit of a smile.
Yeah, it is a tough spot. I think he goes in. He's stuck.
Yeah, considering how stuck he is and considering the rabbit. Yep, there it is. Makes the call. Yep. That hurts. More pain for Pete.
All right. Yeah, how stuck is he now? Let me see after this graphic.
I think it still needs an update because it's still saying he's stuck a little under 3K.
Yeah,
I think it's more than that now, so
yeah.
we'll recheck it after a couple more hands.
It should be now updated. Is it?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Let's start a hand first.
But yeah, just a rough day for Pete, man.
I mean, it's a masterful play from Don. He got all the value.
Yeah, I
Played
mean
it perfectly.
I mean, Don's seasoned. I mean, Don knows what he's doing. He's played quite a bit of games. He's been on our live streams a lot. He's one of our regulars. When he's not out on the beach playing volleyball, he is here in the poker room. That's what he does. Well, now Mr. Binkles has a hand to play with pocket jacks. Johannes is going to be involved with him.
It does get outflopped, however.
Yep, queen hitting the flop there, so now Johannes in the lead. Ooh. Turn card. Gets Mr. Binkles back in it, though.
But Johannes does pick up an open-ended straight draw.
He does indeed.
Come on, Mr. Binkles. You need to raise it up.
There it is. Raised to 80.
Could make it a little bigger there. It's a very heavy coordinated board. Club, straight draw out there. A little sturdy to go. I would have made it like 120 and 150. For sure, if he's on a draw, wanted to have him pay for it. The club does come. That might slow him up a little bit. Yeah, he does. Does check it.
Erwin, we are located in Jacksonville, Florida. That is where our room is. Best Bet, Jacksonville. Monument Road. We also have another location out in Orange Park. And we are hoping by the end of the summer to have our third location up and running, which is in St. Augustine. If you want to check out more information on our rooms, you can head to our website, bestbetjacks.com. Everything available there for you to check out. But yes, that is where we are located.
Yeah, definitely not naked HD XYZ.
So Michael going to have the best hand here with the straight.
Oh, Pete gonna try to stab it at it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's going to be more pain for Pete.
Yeah, I think this is one. So I'm stuck 4,000. I'll try to rack it up, save the 200. Really have myself a nice dinner.
Yeah, yeah. Put that, whatever you have left into good use. And yep, Michael T gets the straight. And yeah, this is just unfortunate for Pete. Just a run bad day for him. All right, so the stats have been updated. Pete is down 35 hunch in total. So our heads up, Johannes in lead with the pair of sevens. Queen on the turn. Don's gonna go ahead and just check it. Johannes as well. On to the next hand.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we are going to have a dealer change. It looks like Jacob's going back in.
Let's put Nancy in the box.
I think if that happened, viewership would go up.
Right.
For reasons.
Crash the stream.
Yeah. Shout out to Nancy, though.
Yeah, I love Nancy.
Yeah, she's great. Again, guys, just a reminder, I know you guys are looking forward to July. We did confirm it a couple weeks ago that our Christmas in July promotion will be back starting up on July 12th, and it will run until July 23rd. I know everyone really loves that promotion. A lot of people come out for it, so it'll be a good time. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. Also, for what we have for the rest of this month, we talked about our 24K day that we're going to have on the 18th. We talked about our 1K one-day tournament event that's taking place on the 25th, the Best Bet 500 on the 26th. We also do have Table Share Tuesday going on this month as well. Everybody's favorite promotion. Don is going to take down that hand, flopping 2 pair.
I think George takes care of your ass.
I know. I was like, I'm going to put nothing in there. I was like, I just wait for the first 3 cards to come up. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 gapper and a hell gapper straight flush. Yeah. I've seen it happen.
Okay, Lee is back at the table. He also has like a little scratch paper. What's up with that?
We understand.
And it looks like we do have a new player coming in too, so we are back to having a full table now. Hopefully this juices up the action a little bit. Our new player is in for the max, 1,500.
All right, Lee's back. We should spice it up quite a bit now.
Yeah. I don't know why. Lee kind of reminds me of like a mad professor. Maybe it's the way his hair is.
Kind of reminds me like Matthew McConaughey.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. I don't know if McConaughey's hairline is as high as Lee's, but
like if he, if the Matthew McConaughey, if he ran a surf shop.
Oh, it's Blake that's at the table. We got Balake back in
Balake.
Got Balake back in the game. So pair of deuces and a king, 8 on the turn. Clubs do complete. Unfortunately, no one with a club in their hand. Mr. Binkles, though, did get a pair of 8s.
Hey, Lee's back.
I'm back. I had to go bet on the horse race.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Belmont's going on today too. So I guess that's what Lee was doing. Was placing a wager on the horses.
Which one do you do?
Deuce is a wild one.
Either one of those things. Go ahead. You love that shit.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go. I'll go put $100
No, it's good.
Sometimes when I'm buying.
Let me try myself on.
All 3.
All right, pair of kings and 6 on this flop. Well, now Trip Kings on the board.
I'm playing the board.
So we are chopping up here. How can I play in this game? Head over to the room and get yourself on the list. We do have a little bit of a list now for this 2-5 game that we are running. But, yeah, if you could try to make it in here relatively soon and get your name on the list, there's a potential chance that you might be able to get into the game.
All right, Mr. Binkles is going to raise the 20 now with the ace 10 of diamonds.
Big one?
Yeah.
Small one?
Like everybody folds other than Michael. It's gonna look at him up, looking for spades, queen, maybe a deuce. That's neither of it.
Now a pair of 10s for Mr. Binkles.
To Tallahassee. I want to know. I'm not from here. Yeah, it's 2.5 exactly. Spot on.
I've driven to Pensacola once, and I knew that was like 5.5.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Someone's like, yeah, it's about, it's the, Tallahassee's like the halfway point. Okay. Call 2-3. Call 4. Hold 26. And alright, I got 4 of it.
4 players to the flop. Queen, 5, Jack. So a pair of jacks, actually 2 pair for Michael T.
Watch the pineapple shredded toaster.
Call from the 3, hold from the 4. And hold from the 7. Heads up.
So now Mr. Binkles does have a flush draw to diamonds. Any diamond hitting the board will secure the hand for him. And Michael T does make a bet of 100. Binkles makes the call. Binkles looking to bank and does. So the flush completes. And there's the bet of 250.
Goes for a pot size bet. However, Michael does have 2 pair. Very tough to fold a 2 pair.
Mm-hmm.
Work, watch you. Work. You were doing the same thing over there?
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve Hammond. Having a great weekend, actually.
Yeah, Steve, good to see you in the YouTube chat. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mike does get away from it. Does fold.
Get to hang out, watch poker on the TV, and get paid. You can't
Yeah.
beat that.
Yeah, it's not a bad gig.
Yeah. You might have one of the best jobs in the world, the country.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not too shabby. And then I get to go make some videos to put up on the YouTube channel for you guys too and everything. Which again, like I said, we did put some videos together. Expect to see our May highlight video sometime this week on our YouTube channel. Got a couple hands of the week ready to go for you too. Some juicy ones, to say the least. Dustin and I actually kind of knocked out a couple of those last night. So a pair of queens on this flop for Lee. Ten of clubs hit, so clubs complete on the board. Nobody with a club in their hand, though. There's a pair of 10s for Mr. Binkles.
An odd lead there from Mr. Binkles. Trying to bet a 10 there, trying to represent the clubs. Lead, however, does have top pair. And the check mark. Bet a 110 is not going to get lead a full any hand whatsoever.
Yeah, Lee threw those cards down with authority.
I think he's watching his horses. I think he has more action on the horses than he does in his poker table.
That's what it looks like. It's definitely the way it was looking for sure.
He kind of spazzed out there.
Well, it looks like we were opening our third 1-2 PLO high game.
Yeah, Pot Lim Omaha has been
It's been big.
the popular game here all over the country these days. Not a lot of high limit, high no limit hold'em. It's all the big games that have been the Pot Lim Omaha.
Yeah. All right, Don's going to wake up with pocket 10s in this hand. Bumps it up to 25. Mr. Binkles made the call with his pocket 5s. You had 4 players here. Ace, King, 8. Don's 10s very comfortably still in the lead. Jack on the turn. Balake looked like he was betting 50. And Balake takes it down. I think that's the first hand Blake actually had a chance to play.
That's how it is at Bank of America. My wife sold this operations manager for Bank of America mortgage call center here in Jackson. And she said, like,
So Michael T is going to wake up with pocket jacks. That is one hand that has not ran well lately on the live stream. People who get pocket jacks.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the last hand I had when I played the house warming. I went out with pocket jacks,
Ooh.
stuffed it in with 9 bigs, got called down with the pocket queens. That was the end of my tournament. I hate busting with pocket jacks in tournaments.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, so Lee does get a pair of 6s here, but he also does have a draw to a straight. So 3 players remain. Let's see what the turn brings us. It's a 5.
7-6, that is the straight, sir.
That is a straight indeed.
And Pete does have the same straight.
Mm-hmm.
However, pocket jacks, you are vastly behind.
Yeah.
Can only hit a 7 to chop.
And there's the shove from Pete. Lee did bet 225. Pete does shove all in.
And you're never going to really put a player on a 10-7, so it's going to be auto call. Bet and an all-in. Jacks are no good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Michael.
Step away, sir, from the jacks. Step
There
away.
you go. There
you go.
As we mentioned about jacks earlier. And there's the call from Lee. And the board pairs with the 6. We're chopping.
I was going to throw up if you had 7-4.
Can't put a player on. Oh, it's Pete, though.
Mm-hmm.
Pete can wake up with a 10-7 there.
Yep. Yeah, both players ended up with that same straight.
stock price? I mean, I think it's way undervalued. I mean, I think it's like trading at 5 times PE. It's crazy. I think it's put it this way. I
Well,
think
looks like
they'll
the
have
5-10 game is opening up now, so we have a 5-10 game
the technology piece.
going on upstairs in the room.
That and their marketing budget. They spend 10 times as much as the next highest spender. What happens when the folks stop buying? It's just coming. And I'm sure you already feel it. Oh yeah, like originations volume this year is going to be about a quarter of what it was last year. But they play the long game, and that's what they've done over like the 35-year history of the company. Is whenever the market contracts like
went
this,
all in. Toby called.
that's when they gain market share. They push the little, mortgage providers out. And they keep like their marketing budget's the same this year as it was last year.
Tournament in Vegas.
No, my bad. I'm bad. Yeah, sorry about that.
What's the buy-in on that phone?
1,000. No, 3,000.
But their technology, the process there, is so much better than it is everywhere.
And around we go.
It's like night and day.
Check.
Toby doubles up through Foxen. Let's go.
Nice. $100 from the 2, fold from the 3.
That's a big one. It was a flip. I forgot where I was. I like Toby.
You're good, man. You're good.
I like Toby. I like Toby a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You staying here usually? Or?
Yeah, I remember when he first started. One of the best. Wow. Good. So 10s versus ace jack.
It's
And,
WSOP, I
and
guess?
Toby's
or?
10s.
Event
10s held up.
16. Which is that? Which event is
That was massive.
The 3K hold'em tournament.
What are you watching it on?
Poker Go, but it's free. It's on YouTube if you find it.
You?
Once you get into it, I just have a little bit of stuff 2022.
All right, guys, on to the next hand here. Again, do appreciate you guys hanging out for this 2-5 No Limit Hold'em deep stack game we got running for you. Try to take this game till about 9:15 or so.
So 45 from 79.
What is that Amazon split? What impact does that have? Like anything? I mean, it's worth the same amount. So like, what does that accomplish? Make it more
For Loba, we're actually just a card room. We are not a casino. So it's actually just a card room, just nothing but poker. We are located in Jacksonville, Florida. We also have another location in Orange Park, and we are actually getting ready to open a third location in St. Augustine. So that's where we're located. Best Bet in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, so Michael is going to flop a pair of jacks, and that is going to be it for that one. On to the next hand.
Third one, this right now.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna go left. You sure?
It's one of those ones where it's like you saw the price and that's originally your target is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like either way, it'd still be a penny stock. So I think a penny stock is considered like anything under $10. But
Yeah. Do a call, fold around.
And then what's those?
Calls.
That's what it specializes in.
Good idea.
And it's been approved across a lot of different places, and I don't know, it's worth.
All right, this flop is a 4, 7, and 10.
Yeah, that's the base. I actually recommend this.
Yeah.
All right, you gonna be out in Vegas for your birthday? Happy birthday! Hopefully you have a good time out there.
That one's like my
Board does pair with 10.
and then I have a lot of blue chips, like you were saying.
Right now, Mr. Binkles in the lead with 2 pair, actually 3 pair, but he's out of there, and Lee's gonna go ahead and take it down.
I buy all the things that we use on a weekly basis, basically.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We just kind of moved into the house. So I got a Mac. You got a what?
AJ. How you doing, AJ? Hopefully you're doing well in Twitch chat. Pie Gal table 88, yep.
If you're elsewhere, you can work remote. I mean, you gotta
All right, Mr. Binkles is going to wake up here with pocket 10s. Bumped it up to 20.
policies and
You can check in 15 minutes.
And that's basically it there. Nothing happening there. Oh, nice. Cool. How was the Special Olympics? Hopefully it was a good time for you. Also good to hear that you were volunteering for that event. Oh, yeah, rest up for sure.
St. Augustine too, right? That is where the house is.
I mean, you know, you know, like the area of it. Maybe live not right there, but we live. There's Palencia. Have you heard of that? Yeah, right next to it. We live in Palencia, so it's like close to the St. Augustine airport. So not right. It's pretty much between Jacksonville and St. Augustine. 25. It's also pretty nice. So.
All right, race 25 from Blake with ace king. Dong's going to make the call king queen. And Jack in the mix too. 9 deuce of clubs, and Lee's looking at ace 5 on the button. Whoa, whoa, we got almost like a family pot here. 7 players to this flop. Flop deuce 6 6.
So we actually, I was actually just out talking with Jacob. A little bit of an update at that WSOP table where Toby is in. He has now made the final 4, and he is the chip leader on the table.
It's a game now.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout outs to Toby, who you guys have seen on a live stream before, one of our regulars. He has worked his way to being the chip leader and in the final 4 right now. So. And it's also worth noting that he apparently is wearing his lucky pineapple shirt. But good stuff for Toby, tearing it up right now. So Big Willie has queens. Lee with 9s in his hand.
Oh, and Alex Foxen's not in the mix anymore because he busted 5th. So the toughest player to beat at the table has been eliminated. So this is Toby's event, 100%.
You'd love to see it.
Although David Miskowski could be the only contender with total live earnings 1.5 million.
All right, so Big Willie's going to make the call here. We will see a turn. Board pairs with a jack. So 2 pair for each player now. Big Willie, though, still in the lead with his queens. Yeah, it looks like Big Willie's going to be taking this one down. Does throw out a bet. Lee does make the call. So Willie is going to scoop up this one. But yeah, good stuff to Toby. Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. He entered this final table being one of the shorter stacks, and now he's the chip leader.
Oh yeah.
So Toby definitely putting into work for sure.
So currently, right now, let's see what they're all guaranteed for. So, 4th place money, $180,000 is what everybody's now guaranteed. But up top is what they're playing for is $558,000. Again, this is the 3K Nolan Hold'em tournament, event number 16 at the WSOP.
Again, like we mentioned, Toby, one of our regulars. You guys do see him on our live streams when we do run our bigger games. And it's good to hear that for Toby. All right, so Don is going to wake up with pocket queens now. So we're going to be heads up. Pocket queens versus ace-7 offsuit. And a jack, a 4, and a 10.
Just because so originally we were 4 hours, and then we went to 6 hours at the beginning of the year. And 6 hours was too long. We learned that we were losing viewership, so we figured out that 5
Yeah, I remember those 6-hour streams. They're a little too long.
Yeah, 6 hours was definitely a little. Felt like it was a little too much. I mean,
it is kind of too much. It's like watching back-to-back movies.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it really is. But I do think the 5-hour streams have been like the perfect medium.
Yeah.
For both. It seems like that's been the kind of like the right time length for our live streams that we've had and everything.
It's the right sauce.
And with that said, let's go ahead and show you stats. As we're officially 3 hours in, Mr. Binkles binking it up over 1,100. Big Willie up at at 850. Don, Lee, Johannes, and Blake all up as well. Michael just joined the table probably about 35, 40 minutes ago. He is stuck 135, and yeah, poor Pete. Rough day for Pete, stuck over 3,600, and there's the VPIP. Pete with the highest VPIP at the table. Lee up there as well. Blake no longer part of our table. It looks like he is going to be on the 5-10 game that we just called.
Yeah, I think Russ is in the room, so that's going to be an action table. All right, Don with the 8-7 of hearts. going to make the call. Initially raised from Mr. Binkles with Queen Jack. Michael T in there trying to set mine with that pocket sixes.
Mm-hmm.
And here's our flop.
And there's a 6 there, yep. And luckily for Michael, too, no one has a diamond in their hand. With that mono flop. But he does flop the set of 6s. And, yep, no action to go along with him there, so he'll just go ahead and scoop that up.
Scoop.
Scoops.
Squid.
Squid, huh?
Squid.
Squid.
I like squid. It's a very peculiar animal to eat.
Does squid have to be prepped a certain way?
Not necessarily. You can actually eat it raw.
Mm-hmm.
I generally like it grilled.
Ooh, grilled squid.
Yeah, yucky.
I wonder how that texture is.
Rubbery.
What I would kind of think would be, yeah. Sounds about right.
Set of 7s here for Michael T.
All right.
Back-to-back sets.
And it's funny because Willie actually had one of the 7s in his hand, too. So Michael T still able to get the set there. It works out for him.
A 15.
See anybody going?
All right, so the set of 7s are going to be good for Michael here.
Set of 7. Set of 7.
Where's all the money?
Yeah. That's good.
Got off lightly right there.
Yeah, no, there's seven. I was like, oh, this is coming.
I was open-ended on the flop. I was open-ended on the flop, yeah. Good hit there. Five or 10.
Let it go. 5-10? Really?
Fold, 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, okay. There's only like 2 people there, right?
Raised to 25 in the 1. And 1 and, I'm sorry, 4, 2, 3, and 5. Not good.
Normal 5-10 players aren't here. I'll be surprised if it does.
Okay, guys, do appreciate you guys hanging out. Do appreciate you guys watching our 2-5 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack stream. Yeah, we're taking this till about 9:15. And then we will be back hopefully tomorrow for some 5-10 PLO. There are open seats for that game. If you want to sign up for it, just let us know. We'll get you on the list for it.
Check 7, check 8, check 9, check around. Check 7. Set of 40 in the 8. Fold 9. Calls in the 3. Fold. Heads up.
Suzanne, good to see you in the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, so the flush is going to complete for Pete finally. He has something go his way. He's going to bet 155. And Mr. Binkles is going to go ahead and get out of the way and fold, but the flush does complete for Pete.
Toby has chip lead.
Nice.
I just caught it there at the end. This is his time, man. This is his time.
Ready. 4 is in. In like flow.
Pineapple Express, they're calling him. Because of his pineapple shirt.
Came out on the flop last night.
Fold 9 and 1. Yeah. Calls with 2.
Show us your pineapple.
Calls in 3. Calls in 4. Call 7. And a check. 5. Flare. Check, check. Check, check. Check around. Check 7. Check. Check 8. Check, check. And check around. Check, check, check. Bet a 15 and a 2.
All right, 4 hits to river, so Michael is going to have the best hand.
Calls in 3. Falls in 4. Fold, fold.
Who, me?
No, no. Got kings for the 4s.
Can you play for like a half an hour and leave?
Who's me? He's playing 5 times.
Yeah, he's going to
We're
5
going to
times.
try to play 5 times. I still don't see if it's going. Nope. It's not going nothing. Oh, yeah. People are sitting down here, like. More than this guy here.
Where is it? On top?
Yeah, in the glass room.
No, they're
Oh,
playing.
no, oh, no.
They're playing just outside.
Oh, okay. Calls in 2.
Okay.
Raise in 3. Fold 4. Fold 7. Fold 8.
All right, we got Mr. Binkles with the ace king of clubs, gonna raise it up. Michael T gonna follow suit, making the call with ace 6 of hearts. What's up, Suzanne? Thanks for stopping on by in our YouTube chat. Flop is 4, 8, 4. No pair, no draw for either player, but Mr. Binkles is in the lead, and he's gonna see bet and more than likely gonna take this pot down because Michael has not hit a heart, nor has he hit a pair. But excuse me, I think, no, I thought he was going to try and make a play at it, but he's not.
Good.
All right, Mr. Pete's going to raise it 35 with the 7-6. And looks like he's not going to get any action.
there is one.
That Toby guy, he's from around here.
Oh yeah. Keep it local, yeah.
But,
Plays all
oh no, never mind. Nope. No less.
What's the pay up top?
$560,000. He's a chip leader.
When there's 5 left?
Huh? Four. Down to four.
What does 4 get? 4 plate line. To the 4?
Yeah, the next pay jump is another $70,000. So
Full 7 and 8. What was that? What was it? Is there like a, where's the buy-in? Call 2? I'm sorry, call 2 and ship. Not too bad. 3.
let's see. Fourth place pays $181,000. Third place
Check 2 and 3.
$250,000. The pay jumps are pretty big now.
Check the check.
License and money.
I think that's all. Yeah. He just has a
Check 2, check 3. I have a 20 for the 4.
good things for that young man. He's a good one. He's a good guy.
Call. Oh, give it 3. Heads up. Check 2. It's a bet 25. 4. 25, yes. Call.
So Big Willie does get the flush here.
Bad position, you're gonna raise that.
Looks good.
Huh?
Take it.
The way it was played, I probably would have called
I was trying to figure out how sick I was.
Don, not in the range. Right behind you. And I think it'll be a big one. Buttons on it too, right, Jacob? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Back right in time.
Perfect time. Fold 7 and 8. Raise 25 and 1. Call D2. Fold 3. And fold and D4. Heads up.
All right, so this is Don and
Check. Sorry, bet of 3.
Michael both in the same hand. Well, now it's starting to get a little dangerous as Michael does now have a flush draw to those spades.
I just need to 1 minute back.
Don's going to throw out a bet of 80. Looks like Michael's going to go ahead and make the call. And there is the call. See what Tim puts on the river. Wow. So as of now, we are chopping. Neither flush draw completes, as we're going to show down, and there's the chop.
One more bet. You go away. Maybe not. Both of us pretty hands.
Extra for you. Button is good.
I know that's what we're
Big.
He's got a 5, or you got big bumps up to that. We'll talk a failure already had.
sir. Fold and
You want me to give you that 500 right now or whenever I leave? I only got 300 cash. You don't have to leave. I'll give you the other 200.
Okay. The whole thing didn't seem right. God damn it, like 8 times I try to read that shit, you know? Yep. Pick it up.
small and big.
I got to meet my wife and daughter in the room at 8 o'clock.
And the stream's over at 9, so that and then all both cards. Big color.
Wait, it's 35 and 8. Queen of Hearts, spade. Tight fold, tight fold.
All right, so we see Don here with 7s. Look at Pete raised it up to 35 with his 8-7 suited. Lee's going to go ahead and make the call. He's going to be in there. Johannes out of there. And we do have a new player at the table. We'll find out who that is in just a second. A 4, deuce, and a 6.
About a 40.
Lee's going to go ahead and get out of the way. Looks like Pete's going to come along, looking for either an 8 or a 5. That's a tray. Don's going to throw out a bet of 125. This action goes back to Pete. Gives it up. Again, just a reminder, next Saturday, you guys want to make sure that you're in the room. We are going to have our 24K day taking place, starting right at 10 a.m. $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes every hour, beginning at 10 a.m. and running until 2 a.m. Pretty good promotion. A lot of people do show up for it. It's a pretty fun event. Lots of money to be won that day, so definitely plan on being here early. Would recommend, if you're looking to do the all-day grind, if you want to for sure have a for sure seat by the time things get up and running for that promotion, you probably want to get here around 9:30 in the morning at the latest to go ahead and get your name on the list, and that's when they'll start opening up games around 9:30, 9:45 to get things ready for that 10 a.m. start for that promotion. Again, that's going to run until 2 a.m. Table Share Tuesday, of course, has been taking place this month as well. Still quite a few good things happening on the month of June for what we have going on in our room. And if you want to check out more information, just go to bestbetjacks.com. All of our tournament information as well as promotion information is up on the website. Metal, good to see you. Hopefully things are going well for you too. In the Twitch chat there. Clubs complete on the board, but nobody with a club in their hand. And Pete on the river gets the ace. So pair of aces are going to be good for him. Wow. Michael throws out a bet and is enough for everyone to fold. So Michael's going to go ahead and take that one down. Steals that pot away with his pocket sevens.
I can't do it. It doesn't matter what I do, it's wrong in a two. If I bet, everyone folds. If I check, everyone catches up with me. And I can't do it.
I hear you.
Check, check,
It's a difficult game.
and check around.
Very difficult. Yes.
Check eight.
Unbeatable long term.
I just can't make
Unbeatable with the rake long term.
because,
Pretty hard.
Set 15 from the four.
Damn hard.
I mean, anytime
Fold
I
8 and 9.
have a hand that should make me money,
So Big Willie flopped the flush right out of the gate.
or a 2-5,
Mr. Binkles staying in it, though. Unaware he was not going to be able to improve at all, as he also had a flush draw.
chase stuff.
At a 35 on the four.
Yep. So Big Willie going to go ahead and take that one down.
Good game to chase stuff because like it's cheap enough. To chase.
On to the next hand.
If you're chasing, you're gonna lose money.
Your hand copies because other people can afford it all very easily.
Buying it for
Benito.
$80 or
Exactly.
That's all I got.
Dude, there's a $25 chip there. Don't forget that.
He wants this is to.
probably mine.
That's a couple gallons of gas.
Hell yeah. A couple gallons. Couple of drops, I guess.
Seat 9 is going to move to 2. Fold in the 3. Calls in the 4. Raise 25 in the 6. Fold 7. Call 8. Fold in the 9. Fold in the 1. Fold in the 4. And did you want to do on the big one?
All right, so we're going to be heads up with this flop. Lee 8-7 offsuit, Pete 7-4 offsuit. Ace King Deuce.
Check to the 6. Check around.
Nobody really connecting with anything there. Board pairs now with aces.
Check.
And Lee's going to have the best hand with 8 high.
What's your other card?
I got an 8.
8's good.
Oh wow. Look at those monsters. That's for letting me win with 8 high.
Raise 16 on the 4. Raise 45 in the 6. Fold 7. Fold an 8. Fold an 9. Fold
All right, so Lee does bump it up. 3 bets at the $45 after Big Willie did raise it. Big Willie Willie there with Jack 8 off suit. Needs to throw in 30 to make the call. And decides not to, so Lee just going to go ahead and collect that dead money.
The games are fun.
I don't know, it's so tight, you know, everyone can win. I actually thought they would lose this.
Big one?
I did not expect them to win. But they got it done, so, you know, anything is possible.
Rattles on, time to call.
And both teams playing very well.
All right, straddle is on
Probably,
for this hand.
Raise 40 for the 9.
it's a good series. I think Boston plays very well. I think, honestly, Golden State hasn't played that well as a team.
Fold 3.
David has played really well consistently with Steph Curry.
Fold to the 4.
Looney is good, but I mean, he averages like 10 points or whatever, and a lot of rebounds. But he's not. I mean, he plays really well. No disrespect, but he's not gonna win the series for the Warriors.
He does all the work.
But I love him. I love the way he plays, especially where he came from. He is an impact player now.
Checks to the 6. Checks to the 8.
It's like the only big guy they have. Bigger guy.
Put 85 in the 9. Fold 1. Bird. Fold 6 and fold 3. 2 jacks folded.
Oh, he's good.
Is good in the 3.
If I'm gonna play those cards, I'm supposed to call after that. When you play 4 or 5 suited and the flop comes 2, 2, 3. If it was anyone else, I'd have probably seen another card. I know, you want that action.
Yeah, you get that shipwreck.
But I don't want to crush your hopes and dreams when the 6 comes.
What? You're leaving?
I want to sit next to you.
Oh, you're sitting. Oh. Like, geez, one hand?
You just wanted to take my $40 and leave.
Nah, I mean, like, I'll put a,
Take a peek, or you want me to look it? Can you look?
I'll put a little bit aside. Like, I just, most of the investments I have, I just, every day, reinvest. So I have 1% allocated to that. Just in case.
15 from the 3. Right now seems to be some time to buy. I don't know. It's also pretty risky. It's not really called from that, I think, but I mean, there's I got the right future.
Yeah. For sure.
Right now, it's like time to buy other things, I think.
For our age, for sure.
Sorry. Yeah, he is chip leader. Top $20 for the 4. Fox and
No.
double through Fox and
Oh, that's huge.
first place.
They're about to come back from the break right now.
Yeah, it's first bracelet. Actually,
So right now, Lee in the lead with 2 pair.
Big Willie with the gutter, facing a race to 80.
Yep.
I hate flopping bottom 2 pair. It makes me nervous the whole rest of the time.
Well, Big Willie decides to throw his hand in the muck. Doesn't want to bother seeing a turn.
Cool guy.
Looks like we do have a seat change. Who was in the 2 seat? That was who was that in the 2 seat? I can't remember now.
It used to be Jerry.
Yeah, it was Jerry, and then it got filled with somebody.
Oh,
Michael.
Michael,
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, it's like Michael's taking his leave. So our new player that went into Blake's seat, which was Pete's seat at one point, now moves over to 2 seat. Telling you, man, something with the 9 seat, man. Nobody likes that 9 seat right now. It's a run bad spot on the table at the moment.
Bottom 2 pair is dangerous. You're good on the flop, but you're a lot of times not good on the end or the river.
All right, Mr. Binkles is going to shake things up a little bit with the raise to 40 with 6 deuce of hearts. Big Willie, no, button, pocket 4s. You got to see a flop there, bud. But Lee
That
here
is-
with the ace-king, I feel like a 3-bet coming on.
That's like been the second or third time that
Yeah,
Big Willie's had a pocket pair on the button like that, and he's folded.
yeah. But can't say anything about it because he is up the most in the game right now, so.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's picked the spots, and he's picked the spots well, and he's been up. In fact, as of now, he is up the most at the table.
Top pair, top kicker, Mr. Binkles with bottom pair.
Now it's become trip aces for Lee. Mr. Binkles cannot improve at all and gives it up. Lee's going to go ahead and scoop it up.
Oh, crap. 10-9 off with Don. I don't know what happened there.
I was going to say, we seen another side of Johnny there?
I glitched out a little bit. Like I was talking with my feet. Queen 10 for Lee on the buttons, and I raise it 30. Johannes, Jack 9 in the muck. Is Pete going to give him some action? Absolutely.
He should with ace jack. Yeah, absolutely. And again, Pete, the most stuck at the table. Yeah, this is definitely a hand he's going to play. Does make the call. A deuce, a tray, and a 6. 10 on the turn.
Good for Queen 10.
Yep. Lee does get that pair on the turn.
2 overs.
Looks like Pete, though, is going to make the call, trying to see a river card. And, yep, 10s are going to actually, wow, no, flush completes for Lee. Improved and then improved some more. And once again, just Pete cannot catch a break.
Vegas, what you doing, man? You trying to half straddle? You trying to call?
Has a lease on
Yeah, I'll half straddle.
properties.
Call for the half straddle from the state.
And so the value of the home's gone up so much. He wants me to go in on it with him. But it's difficult because it's in Minnesota and it's in like a not the greatest part of Minnesota. But if I bought it, I would have $75,000 worth of equity. So it's like it's kind of weird, right? Because is the value actually that, or is it going to go below what even he has the right to buy it for? So it's like kind of an interesting one.
All right, so we got heads up here with Don and Lee. Pair of 7s and a 4. Don still in the lead here. Does make a bet of 50. Yep, Lee goes ahead and gets rid of it. I mean, even Lee's kind of toned it down right now. He hasn't really been super active lately. I think he's been more invested in the horses.
Almost close to Canada.
But I mean, then it's real estate, right? All from 3. But it's also like you have to share it. No, right. That's what call for. You would have to share with your brother.
I wouldn't be there. He'd be there.
But you guys would both call it.
Under this scenario, probably like I could have the option of both, but it would use my credit, so I would probably.
All right, Vegas with Ace King. We're gonna open up the action to 65. Don might want to look him up.
65 to go.
Tough hand to play out of position though. Does decide to give it up. Mark your calendars, folks. New poker room gonna be premiering here in the next few months. Best Bet St. Augustine. Gonna be real interesting how the room's gonna be set up, how long it's gonna have the action for. Remember the first year we were open, we were full spread every single day for
Wow, nice.
about 8 or 9 months.
Be good to see that down there. I know a lot of people are excited to see that room.
Yes, sir.
There's no upside.
Call. 5 to go.
They say the clientele is gonna be very much like a kind of club, like a club resort.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
For down there for sure. Obviously, we will have updated information too on the website as soon as there is official news and official date all set. You guys, keep an eye on the website. Keep checking out the website on a daily basis. We will have that updated information when it does become available. I know a lot of people get excited for it.
What is St. Augustine known for? It's like the oldest.
It's the oldest city It's the oldest city in the nation.
Oldest city in the nation. So
It was the first.
So there were the colonies, right? And then
It was before the colonies, actually.
right.
So it was like Ponce de Leon times, Fountain of Youth.
Okay.
So like literally every business down there, it'll say like the oldest bar or the oldest pizza shop or the oldest.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah. So. Everything's the oldest something down there.
There you go. St. Augie was founded in 1565.
Yep. Well before the colonies. At Ponce de Leon, founded as the Fountain of Youth. Around the time that 7-card stud was created, yes, exactly, AJ.
What was an older game? I don't know. Was it stud or was it a 5-card draw? I think like the oldest poker variant was like 5-card draw.
On the riskier side, and the other piece is like that credit I could use towards something else,
All right, raise to 30 with Queen 10. Big Willie in there with Ace 10. Lee in there with 9-4 diamonds. I want to see 9, 4, 10. Nope.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what we want. That's the flop we get, a king 8 deuce. Ace high in the lead.
So like now it's interesting, right? Like now it's almost a no-brainer to buy it. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this: if it's on a scale from, let's say.
Well, now ace high mucked, as Vegas made a bet, and Vegas is going to go ahead and take it down.
What's the max exposure?
Johnny, any new games you've started up?
Yeah. I think, well, it's an older game. I think because I was traveling, I downloaded Salt and Sanctuary.
Okay.
That was a good little platform 2D game, kind of a Souls-like.
Nice.
Kind of stopped playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, I've been kind of like taking a break from Elden Ring.
I was playing Horizon for a while, but I kind of stopped before I went on my trip. I think there's any other games that are coming out that I'm at all interested in. Still gotta finish the games I have now.
Yeah, right. My backlog is like so jacked.
Yeah. Guess I'm getting too old now. I'm like, I'm still a big gamer, but I don't finish my games anymore. I get to like almost to the end and be like, I need to finish it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
The same thing with like Final Fantasy. Like I decided, I finished it, but like I got to the end and it took me like a month to like pick it back up to actually finish it.
Which one, remake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really hope they continue on with the remake sequel, but then tie it and then put a spin on it to where it's like the time plays a difference. So like it's not the repeat of the story. Say it's an expansion of the story.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Thursday though. Apparently there may be some potential news regarding Final Fantasy VII now. Yeah, there's a 10-minute presentation that's going to be happening on Thursday, the 16th. So keep your eyes out for that. It's actually summertime. There's a lot of new game announcements and everything. Mm-hmm. I know for me, for example, as me being a former fighting game player and stuff like that and everything, the announcement of Street Fighter 6 was pretty big.
Back to the action here at the poker table. King 9 of clubs. I feel a raise coming from Don.
Yeah, Don's definitely going to bump it up 30. That's what he's doing there.
Mr. Binkles likes his hand.
8-7 suited. Okay. Lee, of course, is going to be in there. If it's 2 cards, Lee's going to play. All right, so we do have a flop. Looks like it's 3 players involved. Yeah, action tracking got back up there. 9-6-8. So Mr. Binkles.
He's got a great flop there. He's got
does.
Middle pair, opening a straight draw, backdoor hearts.
And Don also flopping a pair of 9s.
Backdoor clubs.
Mm-hmm.
And does
now,
get him.
yep. Now the flush draw in effect here for Don.
But Lee did limp to 50, so what does he have? Check from Don. Mr. Binkles is going to continue to fire.
175.
I think Don raises here. Pair of flush draw.
And then there's Lee there. Not sure what he's going to do, but there he goes.
Does he just see another card and flat the river? If it doesn't come, I don't know. A raise here would be a much stronger play. It's just a call from Don.
Yep, so it is going to see a river. Ace on the river. Don will have the best hand.
Yeah, I like the flat from Don. Well, I really like the check raise from Don. But I think leading here would be a good play also. Oh, he doesn't check, but he does have showdown value. 9's going to be good.
And Don does continue to scoop up.
Yeah, I think a raise on the return there would have been nice.
Like, would you take the equity out immediately? Like, that's another option, right? If you do that, put it in the market. I don't know, to offset some of the risk of. I guess it would depend on. You would take credit?
It looks like Lee is going to be taking his leave.
For 200 if you wanted to. Or usually.
So we are down to 6 players. Unfortunately, we do not have a list. So we'll try to keep this game going as long as we can.
Welcome back, Lee.
Lee, forgetting his Mountain Dew. You can't forget your Mountain Dew. Wait, was he double fisting Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew is such a strange soda color.
It kind of is,
It's
yeah.
like the secret of the ooze.
Mm-hmm. Like, it is the ultimate gamer drink, though.
No, mine was the Rockstar.
Oh, yeah. As far as energy drinks go, yeah, absolutely. Rockstar is
for
up there,
gamers.
or like Monster.
Yeah.
Monster energy drinks. That's also a big gamer drink. All right, so Don. Wow, pair of jacks on the river for Don.
Take it down, Mr. Don. Oh, Don's going to pick up pocket kings.
Yeah, now it's starting to run good for Don here.
He gets some kind of action here. We got ace 10 for Mr. Binkles. Big Willie out. Heads up action.
Seven deuce 5. Rainbow board, pretty good flop for kings. Easy game for Don.
Then the other piece, of course, is that I want to help him.
And guys, we are going to be back tomorrow as well for our live stream to wrap up our streaming weekend. It is scheduled to be 5:10 PLO action. We'll try to get that stream up and running around 4:15.
Aces for Johannes.
Okay.
Deuces
And
for
there's
Big Willie.
deuces for Willie.
Does decide to play this small pair this time, but he is up against the aces. Looking at the stack, decides not to bet.
Checks it over. Looks like Johannes is throwing out a bet of 50. Folds all around. Yep, easy game for Johannes.
Oh, one game I'm looking forward to, but won't be out for years, is Witcher 3.
You mean Witcher 4?
4. I mean, Witcher
Yeah.
4. There we go.
As I say, Witcher 3's been out for a while.
Yeah. I think I've replayed that game like too many times.
Bro, it took me a long time to complete the first playthrough.
Yeah.
And I kind of got the bad ending, and I was like, oh, God. It's like the worst. It's like spend all that time playing it, doing all the side quests and everything.
Yeah.
And then you end up getting the bad ending, and it's just like, well, that's unfortunate.
All right. Let's see. Get an action flop here. Trays, ace, queen, king, 10.
6, 8, 7. Spade. All on the board. Nobody. Well, actually, no. Big Willie does have a flush draw to those spades.
Vegas with the no pair, no draw. It's going to lead out with a bet and probably will take this down.
Yeah, Big Willie goes ahead and gives it up. We want that flush draw.
Let's go, Toby.
Yeah, Toby's still tearing it up, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so heads up, Toby apparently knocked somebody out at the final table, so he is still the chip leader, and there are 3 players remaining.
Going to be a big year for Mr. Toby.
Mm-hmm. Again, Toby, one of our locals, one of our regulars. You guys have definitely seen him on the live stream before.
Have you seen him in his Vietnamese traditional outfit?
I have not.
It's basically almost a dress.
Is it really?
Kind of.
I need to request that and everything.
Well.
Like, if Toby ends up winning this thing, we'll request to do like a one-on-one interview with him to upload to YouTube, and we'll have to ask him to wear his Vietnamese traditional outfit. That will generate the views.
Johannes, pocket 10s. This is a scary board for pocket 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Don, ace rag, backdoor spades.
Jack on the turn.
And no action.
Nada. Ace on the river. So Don improves to having a full house. Aces, full kings.
I mean, the whole entire streets were checked. Johannes might just look him up. Bet 150. Yep, he does. Nope, doesn't.
Think about it. He's grabbed chips. They are in his hand. He is thinking about it.
Yeah, goes in.
Does indeed, and Don's going to show him the bad news. So, yeah, Don continuing to play well.
Finding value when he can.
Looks like the room is starting to pick up a bit tonight, guys. If you're out and about and want to come over and get some action.
Well, it is 8 o'clock.
Yep. It is that time where things start to get going here in the room. We now have 3 1-2 PLO tables going. Of course, we have a 5-10 game going now. 10 2-2 games. 4-2-5 games going. A big O. 7-card stud. A lot of variety taking place in the room tonight. So if you're out and about and you're looking to do something on a Saturday night, come on through. We will have high hand promotions taking place throughout the night. $300 high hands every 30 minutes going until 2 a.m. We also do have our satellite going on right now as well. That is entry into our 1K one-day event that's going to be taking place on the 25th, $160 satellite with $20 rebuys.
Johannes gonna pick up the ace 9 of diamonds on the button.
It was ace, so the one that really crippled Alex Fox and Toby had pocket tens, and there's a threat that Alex Fox had ace jack. And tens held up. And Toby doubled up. And 30 put Fox in that play. Two big blinds. Like, oh. I didn't find somebody knocked him out. I mean, it was like two blinds later, one blind later, he just shoved all in.
All right, so the flush does complete for Johannes. He's going to throw out a bet of 60. Oh, it also completed for Pete. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Pete.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez.
No, Pete.
This is kind
of heartbreaking.
Yeah. Ran into it again. Flush completes for both, and oh man, Pete's gonna get.
And with that bet there is gonna be a raise from Johannes
Yeah,
to get the rest in it.
Yeah, Johannes might shove.
Yeah, this could be the last hand of the night, guys. If Pete leaves, this is gonna make this game entirely too short.
There it is, the shove from Johannes. And yeah, Pete, all he can do is a
Pete
smile.
says smile.
Yeah.
When you're stuck 4,000, this last 373 doesn't really mean much of anything.
Yep, exactly. And he's gonna make the call. Yep, destroyed. That is brutal. And yeah, that might be just it there. Pete might just go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah.
Just rough, terrible night for Pete. Just kept running into it.
All right, thanks for playing, Pete. Unfortunately, not a very good day for you. However, keep your head up.
And you know, Pete was actually a good sport about it too. Like he said he came in today feeling more energized, felt like he was gonna do somewhat decent, and yeah, just did not end up working out for him.
Michael, you can find the updates on pokernews.com. It is event number 16, I believe. It's the 3K freeze out.
Yeah. But yeah, Toby has been tearing it up. Again, he entered that final table as one of the smaller stacks, and now he is in the final three as the chip leader.
Guaranteed $248,000 top prize, and the bracelet $558,000.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to try to keep this game going as long as we can, but there's a pretty strong chance that we may be wrapping this one up early tonight. With it being five-handed, and unfortunately, we do not have anybody on the list either. So we'll try to keep going as long as we can, though. So we are heads up with Vegas and Mr. Binkles. 5, an ace, and a jack here. Mr. Binkles does get 2 pair. Vegas does have the mystery hand.
Got anybody coming?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's...
Yeah, I think Don has started to rack up as well.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, Don's stepped away. Yeah, Mr. Binkles just said he's heading out. It looks like that is going to be it for tonight. We will send you home with some final stats. That's the way they looked. Don ended up being the biggest winner at the table. So, yeah, everyone's racking up, calling it a day. And that's going to be an early night for us. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, scheduled for some 5:10 PLO. We'll hopefully get that game going around 4:15. And that will be the final stream of the weekend. Johnny, any final words before we wrap up?
No. Pretty much just put some love out for Toby.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much what we're going for here. Looking, pulling for our local boy to win a bracelet here at the 2022 World Series of Poker 3K Freeze-Up. But again, guys, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.